Yo, anyhow, what's good with you, Damo? What's good with you, Ox? How was your weekend?
My weekend was straight. I ain't gonna lie. For the most part, it was straight. But last night,
You know it was coming. You know it was coming.
listen. I'm not even at the point to where I'm just gonna scream and holler about it. I'm gonna just get my "I told you so's" in. Yeah, Darvin Ham's a terrorist. I'm gonna keep saying it. Ham is a terrorist. And Ron, I can't wait to spend this next 3 hours with you talking about Jalen Duren and Cade Cunningham as well. That's all I'm really here to talk about today. Me being right about Detroit and Darvin Ham being a terrorist.
At the top of the hour, we'll give them niggas both a minute each, and then we'll keep it pushing. We'll give Monty a minute too. We'll give him 3 minutes.
Coach Moti. Yeah.
What's up, chill, man? What's going on with you? How was your weekend?
Good, Joe. Good. I saw some good basketball this weekend. I saw some damn good basketball this weekend. I do want to talk about the Detroit Pistons. And Damo was right. I do want to talk about that. I want to talk about that ass whooping that Denver put on Oklahoma City. I am a little concerned. Not too concerned, but I didn't like what I saw in terms of Jamal Murray taking care of the basketball against Oklahoma City, simply because you could play like that against Oklahoma City. I know it's early, and I know we just got started, but you can play like that against Oklahoma City. You can play like that against Memphis. Like, you can't play like that against the better teams in the Western Conference. Now, I know that they're going to get better as time goes on, but like those 4 turnovers that Jamal Murray had, it could have easily been 7 or 8 where he got saved. They did a damn good job on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, pushing him away from the basket, keeping the ball away from him more than anything, forcing him into tough shots. The Oklahoma City team is they're gonna be something to deal with. They definitely are. But I thought Denver did a real good job on him.
Chill. It's games like this with Oklahoma City, which is why I said that they're a year or two away, and which is why I had them so low on my ranking. Not that I don't think they're talented, but when you play against the Denvers of this world, you got to come with your full tool shed. You can't leave anything at home. You got to come with your rocket launcher. You got to come with your deuce in your sock. You got to come with your machete. You got to come with your pocket knife. Obviously, you got to come with a shotgun. All of that stuff. You got to bring everything.
And be prepared to use it too. And be prepared to use it.
Exactly.
Be prepared to use it 100%.
And it's like Shai can't go 2 for 16 in games like this. And Shai hasn't shown us somebody to back down from the moment. But it's just certain things like this where you guys gotta your second option then gotta come with 30. Your third option then gotta give you 24 and something else. So it's just little things like this.
When I saw Jalen Williams, like I think that he one of their better offensive players and scorers, but I still think he struggles a little bit with reading defenses. So him when they switching with Jamal Murray is covering him. And then we get Jamal Murray switched on to Chet, and Chet is basically burying Jamal Murray underneath the basket. Not once, not twice. He did it a number of different times, and Jalen Williams missed them because he's going one-on-one. That's an IQ issue where you read in the defense and recognizing when you see somebody a small dude on a big guy who can score around the basket, you got to get him the basketball, and they didn't do that. He didn't do that in particular, but he can score, and I do appreciate that with him. He definitely could score. So.
I guess this is the perfect time to talk about what Jokic said about Chet. Y'all seen that?
Nah, I didn't.
He needs to get a little fatter.
Yeah. I seen you would like the post, so I know you had seen it.
That's hilarious.
Jokic basically said that Chet's a very talented player. He's a good player, but quote unquote, he needs to get more fatter.
I believe it.
I mean, that's what I was saying, Ron. I was with you about OKC. I think they got a good team. They're just not ready yet. I know a few of y'all disagreed with me about that, but they're just not ready. Them kids are too young. They'll be there though eventually.
Ready for what though?
Ready to play with the big boys.
Yeah, they ain't there yet.
Okay, I mean, we're talking about the Denver Nuggets, who I assume everybody came into the season with. This is a championship level team.
Yeah,
I don't think no one
put big boys.
Okay, but everybody's not a championship level team, and everyone's expectations for the Thunder were make the playoffs. You can make the playoffs without having to beat the big dogs, without having to beat a championship level team, especially when it's only like what 2-3 championship level teams in the West.
Right. Would that be?
Then we're in the greens. Then I don't.
Okay,
they're just not.
I'm just trying to figure out.
On top, but I just don't
who said
like
they was ready for a championship though.
No,
Like,
nobody.
everyone said they're ready.
I don't know who said they were ready. I'm saying they're not.
Nobody's.
But I'm
nobody's
asking. But that's my point though. That's why I'm asking. Who said any? That's why I'm not getting like. That's why I said they weren't ready. Ready to play.
That don't mean nothing to me. Damo, who said they were? I'm just simply stating that the team is talented. They're too young to really make a serious run. That's all I'm saying. That's my analysis of the squad. They're just not ready to make a run. And
well, it's crazy.
There's a lot of good teams in the West that aren't going to be able to compete when it comes time to go. And I don't think OKC is going to be able to play with the Nuggets. I don't think they're going to be able to play with the Suns. I don't think they're going to be able to play with the Clippers. I don't think they're going to be able to play with the Lakers. I don't think they're going to be able to play with the Warriors. I don't think they're going to be able to play with us. I don't think they're going to be ready to play with the Pelicans. I don't think OKC is at that point yet. As good as SGA is, and just like last night, the other night he had a bad game, but that's not an indictment on who he is. You know what I'm saying? That's just a part of basketball, and that's why I love basketball. You know what I'm saying? I love basketball because as a game, you're not always going to have the best game, but your team still got to figure out a way. And I don't think those young boys are going to be able to pick it up when SGA don't got it.
With that being said, though, Ox, wouldn't that be a watershed game, a measuring stick? Like, where are we in terms of being in the Western Conference? I don't think that's fair, Chitchat. Not Denver. Why
not though?
I don't think you should be measuring. I don't think you should be measuring yourself against Denver. That's just
you just said big dogs though. But I'm saying you can't, we know they're not going to be able to play with Denver. That's just done. Like we know we're not gonna, they should be measuring themselves against us. So let me go back to the old OKC team. Now look, I don't want to get into this comparison thing and be like, oh well, SGA's not KD and Giddey's not Westbrook, but the old OKC team, a team like that, when they smell blood, when they seen the big dogs,
right,
they was licking their chops like, they
had Russell Westbrook in his prime.
Year 2 and 3. In year 2 and 3, they were doing that.
Year 2 and 3,
this SGA isn't as good as that Russ or that KD.
Hold up, I just said that. This is the point. I'm saying though. This is what I'm saying. When you see the Denver Nuggets, you supposed to tie your shoes a little tighter. You supposed to pull your shorts a little higher. Like, this is our measuring stick. You guys are the Denver Nuggets are the measuring stick for anybody, no matter what.
That's what I'm saying, Big Ox. I don't understand what you mean when you say we shouldn't be measuring ourselves against the champ. I get in the ring with the champ. I get to find out, okay, where am I? I know I'm not that good. Okay, I know I'm not Denver good, but where exactly am I?
Because that's my bad. Go ahead, Chitchat. My bad.
Where are we as a unit? I know I think it's a great measuring stick early to see what we have to work on, how far away we are from the other guys by measuring ourselves against them. Because if we go out there and we end up, let's say we lose by 10, but we're in the game, as opposed to they smoked us.
33. They lost by 33.
Not only did they smoke us, Ox. You talk about like the thing that you really appreciated about Joker saying that, Chet needs to beef up a little bit. The whole game got changed, Damo, when he got bowled in the face by Joker. It was inadvertent. All Joker was trying to do was create some space, right? He was trying to get big in the post and create some space, and he inadvertently bowled Chet in the face. Chet was done after that. That was it for him. He had nothing else. So the point that I'm making is where are we up against? So when we go up against these guys, once we go up against these guys and we're at least, I don't know, let's say it's competitive, we can look at the other crews and go, well, y'all ain't as good as them. Y'all not as good as them. Y'all not as good as them. So we can definitely compete with you guys if we can compete with them. But if we lose by 30 and it was basically wire to wire, if it's wire to wire, that means we got a lot to work on.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Saying like, I think it's just unrealistic. Like, I think that's some movie type shit. Like, this ain't Rocky. You know what I'm saying? Just because that's the champ, they're the champ. So that means, like Ron said, we tie our shoes tighter and pull up our shorts some more. Like, that's not gonna do shit. You know what I'm saying? They're the champs. Y'all not fucking with them. I don't care.
Tyson Fury was the champ.
This is a
old boy pulled his shorts up a little higher. He tied his boots a little higher. He tied his gloves a little tighter.
Ron, this ain't close to the same thing, bro. It's not close to the same thing. It's not. It doesn't measurable. It doesn't measure. It's not measurable. It's not measurable at all. First of all, this ain't no movie type shit. This ain't Hollywood. just because they're playing the champ don't mean okay, we got this. No, you finna go get your fucking ass kicked. That's what you're about to have. That's what's about to happen. It doesn't matter how motivated you are when they play them, they getting their ass whooped. Now when they play us, when they play the Warriors, when they play even the Pelicans, when they play teams like us, that's not quite championship ready, but we ready to get to the playoffs and we ready to cause some ruckus. When they play, measure yourself against the Kings. Don't measure yourself against the Nuggets.
I still think it's a confidence thing, though, man. Because if we get smoked by these guys, I mean, what does that mean where we are as a unit? Like, if they blow us out, are they blowing everybody out? I don't know if they're blowing everybody out. And the way we got smoked, we can lose, Ox. Ain't nobody saying that we can't lose to the Denver Nuggets. But if we lose in a fashion where it was at least competitive, you got a guy in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, a first-team All-NBA performer, one of the best guards in the league, to play the way he played. For that unit, for Chet to basically get beat up by Joker, how he got beat up. Well, that says right then and there, damn, man, maybe we aren't close. Not to these guys, but to competing in the West. If we can compete with these guys, we can compete in the West at a high level.
I feel like y'all putting too much stake into one game to define what this team is. This is a young team,
right?
That got Chet, and I agree. Chet going up against guys like Jokic, we knew that would be an issue going into the season. We knew this already. So I'm not understanding why it's so reactionary for things that we knew were going to happen. Now, the rest of the team, hey, man, when you're playing 14, 15 deep, I don't know how much. Like, Shai's only playing 28 minutes. I'm thinking he might have been a foul.
No, Shai only played 28 minutes because they got their asses kicked.
That's why he didn't even. Shai
would have played more than that. Look at all the starters' minutes. None of them played.
No one played 30 minutes. No one played 30 minutes. They played 13,
and look how many people the bench played on the bench. Look, Vasily Mičić, that's my dude. Isaiah Joe, that's my dude. They're not playing that much if the game's close.
I understand it. All I'm saying is, with this team, they have a lot of talent. They're going to play deep into their roster. And they might not be looking at this from a game-by-game sample size. Who's saying they're not looking at their next 5 games and saying, if we can go 3-2, we're straight? What if that's competing in the West for them? Not can I stack up against the champ on any given night. That's the champ. They're going to outmatch you. They have the best player in the world. Chet's not doing nothing with that. But who's saying they're not looking at their schedule and they're like, okay, these next 10 games, if we can go 6-4, that's better than what we did last year when we went our first 10 games. If they're looking in their first 15 games and it's X amount of competitive teams in the West, all right, we can come out this stretch 13 or whatever. We're looking competitive. That's looking competitive for them. It can honestly be competitive for them, in my opinion. I don't know, but I'm seeing somebody say that's a terrible mindset. I guess
no, it's not. No, it's not.
It's crazy.
It's not. It's not a terrible mindset, because you can look down the road and go, okay, we got Orlando, we got Atlanta, we got Milwaukee, we got Toronto. We got these next 5 games. Can we win 3 of these next 5 games? I can definitely appreciate that. Damo. But when you get early in the season, and you go up against the champs, again, nobody's saying that they should beat these dudes. Nobody's saying that they're close to being at that level. But I think that when you go up against a team like that early, it's a really good test to see where we are, just from a competitive standpoint. Not necessarily from, we winning the NBA championship. No, let's just see where we are from a competitive standpoint.
That's fair. And the same thing I said about Wemby going into the year of, let's just hold back a little bit on the hype. Let's see him play these guys for the first time and adjust and see, okay, how am I going to play a Giannis? How am I going to play a Jokic? That was Chet's first time playing Jokic. They played 3. They probably played 2 to 3 more times this season. Let's see how he looks the next time playing Jokic. If it's the same issue, same thing, we can have another conversation. But these guys he's still learning. He's a big that's still learning. These guys are still learning. J-Dub didn't have a bad game, just bad decision making. He's still learning. This is second year. Everyone's had sophomore slump. I don't think he's having a sophomore slump. I just think there's still a learning process. That's why I was saying at the beginning, when I was saying this point, it wasn't a bad point. I'm just trying to figure out, who are these people putting anything more than, okay, this is a team that can make the playoffs? Nothing I seen last night screamed, oh, this is the team that can't make the playoffs, because like this, I seen them play 2 other times before this. I've seen them when they are looking good and when things are clicking for Shai. When Shai is giving you 30, I seen what it looked like. This is one night where he didn't. Cool, you gotta do better next time. That's all we can do. I do feel we are talking way too much about OKC and not enough about Detroit.
We're gonna get to them. Don't worry about it.
We
definitely gonna get to them. No question about that. We definitely gonna
speaking
do that.
of which, you guys see the title of the show. These were the most impressive and disappointing teams in the first week of basketball. It's been amazing to get a full week of basketball. It's been amazing to get a full weekend of basketball. So over this week, we're all going to break down to you the 3 teams that we think are the most impressive so far. Not the best, the most impressive to us, and also the 3 teams that are the most disappointing as well. So we'll get to that. I'm assuming the Kings may come up. I'm assuming Detroit may come up. I'm assuming, who knows, the Indiana Pacers. I'm sure Ticket got some up his sleeve as well. So we'll talk about all of these teams that we think are disappointing. What's good, Ticket?
The Kings ain't coming up wrong. You know the Laker Media Cartel run this channel.
Oh yeah.
You know the Laker Media Cartel run this channel. The Kings ain't getting no love today.
What's going on? What's up, Playboy?
What's up? Ticket in the house?
Man, ain't nothing, man. Just a little disappointed in some of the things I'm seeing as far as San Antonio and then the Lakers are concerned. Those are the biggest things that stick out to me. Also, Scoot Henderson may be one of the biggest busts in NBA history. That guy, he is absolutely horrible. And I said this before, and everybody attacked me on here when I said that. I said he was going to be a bust. I just didn't see it in the G League. I didn't see it. Couldn't shoot the ball. Not supreme athleticism like a Russell Westbrook. And if you don't have that supreme athleticism like a Russell Westbrook, and you can't shoot, you're not going to make it in the NBA in this league.
Ticket, what's the expectation? Let me ask you a question real quickly. What's the expectation on Scoot as the number 3? What's your expectation on Scoot as the number 3 pick in the draft? What's your expectation on him?
Be decent.
Okay, be decent when?
No, I'm talking about on a night-to-night basis. Be decent. At least, listen, when you're a young guy like that, it's a high pick. You might not understand the game, but your talent should be able to show. We should be able to see that you have top 1, 2, 3 pick talent, and it should be evident on a nightly basis. Now, it may take you a year or 2 to get adjusted to the NBA game and acclimated so that you can become more effective. This dude, man.
So your logic, Ticket, is you don't think he can forget learning the game. You don't think he can play.
No, he's not an NBA player. No.
Oh,
he's I mean, at best, he's an overseas player. But like I said, man, he to me, the way he looked, that will go down as one of the worst picks in the history of the NBA.
Damn.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna give him a little bit of time. One thing that you did say, Ticket, you said he don't got supreme athleticism. The boy athletic. He just got to figure out how to pick it, how to get to his spots and use it.
No, Ron.
Ticket.
No, Ron.
Scoot is a freak athlete.
Ron.
What's up?
When you are that, it shows. Ron, the dude getting shot, punched at the basket every single time. Ron, he is not that. When you're a supreme athlete, those guys came in the league. We seen it shine through coming in. We seen when Russ was a supreme athlete coming in. We seen Bean Bryant, a supreme athlete, coming in. We seen T-Mac, even though T-Mac's game was nowhere where it was supposed to be. One thing we knew he had, supreme athleticism.
No doubt.
That shine. Scoot is trash, bro. And I hate to say it, he is dump truck, garbage, water. I watch their games, Ron. He's horrible. And listen, I gave him a benefit of the doubt. I said, you know what? Ooh, Anthony Simons got hurt. This is time to really shine now. He can get a lot of shots. He'll get a lot of opportunities. Man, come on, bro.
Hey, Ticket, let's say Scoot is that bad, right? And let's say that it just don't work out.
Bob. Skeet. Proceed.
If Skeet is that bad, is Chauncey Billups gonna have to fall on the sword for that pick?
No, because it depends. Well,
I don't think you should. They're gonna make some fall on the sword.
I made a video that I got coming out about this today too, about that. What you just said, me and you, we think alike on that. It all depends, because guess what? It depends on who was it. Was it the GM in the organization that made the pick, or was it Chauncey that made that pick? Because remember, Dame told him to trade the pick, and right now Dame looks like, well, he looks bad from the last game, but he looks like a genius telling him to trade that pick. Because
Brandon Ingram.
Bro, listen, you could have got something good with that pick.
You won't let that Brandon Ingram go.
He had enough people food. He had enough people food that you now, man, you can't move him for a pack of big eights.
One person that did ball though.
Chauncey Billups had a similar career, and we talking about him that he could possibly be a Hall of Famer.
But Chauncey could shoot the ball though. Chill, time out. Chauncey
Billups, when he walked through the door, no, he could not.
No, you're not hearing me. Chauncey.
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Chauncey could shoot the ball, Chilltown. He could always shoot the ball. That's the one thing about Billups was not athletic. He wasn't all of those things.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. He wasn't school athletic. I'm not saying that.
Hold on, chill. He wasn't Russell Westbrook. He didn't have supreme athleticism where he's finishing above the rim. Chill. That's what I'm talking about when I'm saying that. So he didn't have that. He did have smarts and he could shoot the ball, Chilltown.
I just think it's something
he cannot shoot. Hold on. He cannot shoot.
Mm-hmm.
His athleticism is in serious question whether it translates to the NBA already. His decision making is horrible, Chill. Horrible. Chill. This is the worst pick. Hey, Chilltown. Listen, I can go through picks. He's right up there right now with the boy they picked from Cleveland. What's the big boy, Chill? What's his name?
Anthony Bennett. Anthony Bennett.
Yeah. With Bennett. All those guys that we talking about. Listen, bro. This dude is garbage. Garbage, Chilltown. I watched the game, Chill.
I did too. I watched it. I watched it.
I watched it. I said, you know what? Maybe it's like that because he playing with Anthony Simons. He getting all those shots. He ain't getting enough opportunities. He don't really feel like he can really go off. Simons got hurt. He out for a month and a half. Nigga ball. Man, go out there, bro. Come on, man. Y'all stop playing.
Hey, so we definitely gonna start doing our rookie rankings. Well, we'll do
He's
those.
Last, Ron. He's last. He's last. Listen, out of all rookies in the league, he is last.
I'm not jumping out the window. Me and Ticket on different ends of the spectrum with this. Yo, we gotta get this kid some time. I ain't giving up. I do watch the game, and I can tell you what.
Hold on, Chilltown. Were you impressed with anything? Did he?
Yeah, his ability to get downhill. He can do that. Yes, he can get downhill. The problem is that he doesn't know what to do when he gets downhill. And that comes with time. That comes with working on your game. That comes with understanding the game. But he can get around people. He can get downhill. And I was impressed with that. He can get by guys. He can do that. This isn't a dude who's out there that's a deer in headlights, that has no idea. No, he can get downhill. He can't shoot the basketball very well. I did not see him be. He can't do that.
He can't shoot at all.
His ability to defend. That's in question. That is definitely in question. In his decision making. His decision making. However, he can get by guys, and if you could get by a guy as a point guard, I could teach you the other stuff, and that's where Chauncey Billups comes in. I ain't giving up on this kid yet. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not out yet. No.
Listen, as sure as Damo, and Damo was 100% right. I have to come on here today and give Damo full credit, bro. He is 100,000% right.
Why is he right, Ticket? Damn, where'd Ticket go?
We lost him. He'll be back.
Damn, I couldn't even get my. He was giving me credit.
Damn, you was finna get your flowers and everything, and then Ticket just Wi-Fi or
something. He's still in the back, huh?
There he is.
Man, y'all put me in the back, clown. You know what you did. Anyways, Damo. Let me see, Damo. I give you full respect, dog. Jalen Duran is a monster, bro. And as sure as you was about him, bro, just rebounding, scoring the ball. Let me tell y'all something, man. I'm sure about Ski Henderson, bro. He's bro. Listen, I'm telling y'all something, bro. He's the worst player I've seen in the NBA this year. He's last. Chilltown. Last, Chilltown.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a player that you've seen that's played worse than him. Bro, he's shooting 8% from the three-point line, bro. Chilltown, what are you shooting from the field, Ron?
He's not shooting 8%.
8.
He's shooting 8%.
8%.
Nah, bro. Come on, don't do that.
8. Hold on, Bob. Have you had any games over 4 assists?
He's had multiple games. He's had a game over 4 turnovers.
But he hasn't. Hold on. Has he had any game over 4 assists?
No, he hasn't.
I don't think so. No.
Trash. And he's been playing heavy minutes. Trash. Chilltown. Just by his ability to get downhill and create, he should be able to get assists off that. off driving and
That,
kicking.
and that comes with learning the game, Ticket. That's what that comes with. That comes with learning the game.
This ain't about Chilltown. Listen, I'm gonna say this again. When you're a top 3, 2, 3, 4 pick, even if you don't understand the game, it's certain things about your game that'll shine through. Case in point, Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller really don't know the game so much. But guess what? You can see the talent is there. We can at least see
that boy was.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, and who was up here saying that? Go ahead, Ron. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, Mars coming up here hating on that boy. I told Mars he was going to be cold. Go ahead, Damo.
Hey, look, Mars got other problems. Mars got Houston Rockets problems. We'll talk about him later on. But
matter of fact, has anybody seen Mars?
I told everybody. I told everybody.
Somebody call Mars. Text him. Check on him.
Crazy. I told everybody the Hornets did the right thing by taking Brandon Miller number 2. You draft for fit. You draft around the players that you have. This is a case in point of that. Instead of doing that Philly shit where you just draft the best player available, no matter who you have on your team and what your game plan is with your team, what your scheme is with your team, just draft the best player. No,
they seen it,
based on fit.
Damo, they seen it, Damo, and that was the biggest.
I've seen it. Everyone should say
that. Hey, Damo, that was
the shit was clear as day.
That was the best move Charlotte has ever made. Is not picking Scoot Henderson. Because if they would have picked Scoot Henderson, bro, they would have had to go ahead and just cancel the whole franchise again, bro. If they'd have picked Scoot Henderson, man. Chilltown.
You know, boy.
Chilltown. He is that bad, bro. I hate to say it. I don't like to say that.
Hey, with Scoot playing this bad, I think that buys DeAndre Ayton a little grace period.
No, it doesn't.
No, it don't.
No, it
No,
does
it
not.
don't.
No, it does not. Absolutely not.
You have people like Jalen.
What am I supposed to
He's gonna be
do
an
as a
all-star,
big
man?
man?
No.
What am I supposed to do as a big man with a rookie that can't shoot, can't give me the ball, throwing mad turnovers? I can't do nothing with that.
Malcolm Brogdon is playing.
I was just about to say that.
He has Malcolm Brogdon there. Malcolm Brogdon is there being the. That's why, honestly, Scoot doesn't look as bad as he really should look. Yeah. Malcolm Brogdon is there, and every time Scoot starts to play like trash, and I don't think he's trash. I think calling the biggest bust is a bit of a stretch, but I knew he was going to struggle. That's why I didn't understand why they were so. That's why I wasn't understanding why they were so willing to pick him and just let go of Dame. I don't know what I mean. Unless Portland should be hard resetting the tank. There's no reason trying to stay competitive, which they're trying to do. Getting Aiden, getting Brogdon, keeping Grant. You're still trying to be competitive. You might as well have kept Dame. You could have still got DeAndre Ayton and kept Dame. You would have looked way better in this situation. Right. No, now you have Scoot, a guy that literally needs to learn. He is a project pick at this point, from what I'm seeing. People are telling me he's generational. He's not generational. He is a project pick because he's literally an athletic point guard. We've seen a plethora of athletic point guards come in the NBA over the last 5 years. He's another one of those. Now, how good he is on that range? He's on the lower end right now. He needs to pick it up. But
yeah, is he really athletic, Damo, though? Like, I haven't seen it.
He is.
No. I'm saying we know that. Hold on, Damo. I'm saying when you're that athletic, bro, it shows when you get on the next level if you're really that athletic. And I gave you 1,000 examples. We can go to all these dudes who
ticket though. The dudes that you mentioned are big dudes though. Minus Russell Westbrook, these dudes are 6'7", 6'8". So their athleticism is you can overwhelm people with your athleticism. Ticket Scoop's not going to overwhelm anybody with his athleticism.
Keep going, bro. I can keep going with small guys.
Ticket, all right, you gotta name me somebody 6'3", 6'2" in small.
Derrick Rose, that's one. He came in the league. His game wasn't refined. Guess what? Athleticism off the charts. Out of this world.
Fact. That's a
True
fact.
or false?
Fact.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. Also, I think how tall is Scoot though?
6'3", 6'2", 6'3", something like that.
He might be 6'1", 2. Might have said he's like 6'1", 6'2".
They got him listed at 6'3", but I don't think he's that big.
He's not.
Right. Also, I can give you Allen Iverson, who didn't come in the league with a great jump shot, who was ultra athletic, who was playing above the rim in his early years in the NBA, who you've seen him catching alley-oop, dunking on cats, going under the rim, yamming on dudes. All of these guys. So don't tell me that. You've seen their athleticism shine through. This dude ain't athletic. I seen him go to the cup, Chilltown, and get his shit punched on the glass like he can't jump, bro. When you're athletic and you get a step, you going up finishing above the rim, bro. He ain't doing that, bro. He ain't doing that, man. And if it's confidence issues, well, then he don't need to be. He in the wrong spot.
I was in favor of keeping Dame, and the reason why I was in favor of keeping Dame is with getting this dude. The reason why I was in favor of keeping Dame is because if I'm gonna be a player in this league, there's no better teacher than getting my ass busted every day in practice by Damian Lillard. No better teachers. But if y'all for real moving on, like Damo said, if we're moving on, There's no reason for us to move on with guys like DeAndre Ayton. There's no reason for us to do that because we're not going to be competitive if this guy is a project like Damo says he is. If this guy is a project, we got to start over. Literally, we got to, because you're moving up your franchise point guard. If you're moving up your franchise point guard, we literally have to start over. And I'm thinking about Scoot, and he looks like somebody who's trying to figure it out. That's what he looks like right now. Just somebody who's trying to figure it out.
I can say with a couple of these rookies in this draft class, because I've seen some of this. Boy just said in the chat, if Scoot's a bust, then Wemby got to be. I will say with a couple of these rookies, I'm looking at coaching decisions. I'm looking at some things around him where it's like, all right, this might not be the best fit. A guy I'm thinking about, Wemby, I don't know what Pop is doing half the time I'm watching. It makes sense sometimes, other times it don't. It's crazy how they ice him out of games and stuff like that. And we're going to talk about coaches icing guys because Darvinham, I got a lot to say about you, but we're going to wait till that comes up. But we got guys, but guys getting iced. I'll say Amin Thompson, who coming into the draft was an on-ball point guard that played with the ball in his hands. He was a decision maker. That's what he was. His brother was the off-ball one. And it's funny, they both play very similar games, but Asor is being used. They have similar games, but Asor's in a better situation that best suits his skills because he's allowed to just be off-ball, be a disruption guy, and just play free-flow basketball. Play kind of like Lonzo. It's kind of great. Just naturally play the game, and good things will happen. With a man, he plays that same way. You just have way too many guys that are ball dominant when you are also a ball dominant guy. Jalen Green's going to get the ball. That team has to play through Sengun to be productive on offense. And then you have Van Fleet. Right. There's no space for you to beat Amin Thompson. So now you're looking like a lesser version of your brother, and that's not your play style. So you look kind of bad. But a lot of these, and with Scoot, I think a problem with Scoot is the fact that this is just a bad situation for him. They have a bunch of on-ball guard / just perimeter guys. Yeah. Shaden Sharp got to get his shots. Malcolm Brogdon is coming in right after you and playing like a veteran point guard, which makes your job a lot harder, being a number 3 pick that's replacing Damian Lillard. Your job's now harder because you have a 6-man in the year, rookie year of the year guy, and a guy that could be a starting point guard on the majority of teams in the NBA or the first guy off the bench on any team in the NBA. He's coming in behind you after you throw 2 turnovers, after you get an early 2 fouls. So he's making your job a lot harder too. So it's not just Scoot's bad. It's a guy that's a project. It's a bad situation. It is a bad situation.
And Ticket, you gotta remember too, Ticket. You gotta remember too. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ticket.
No, I'm saying the dude who said Wemby look like a bus need to be slapped right now. Wherever he at, he need to be slapped right now. I don't care where you at. I don't care if you're in church. You need to be slapped with the holy water. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? I'm being honest with you, dog. Bro, you can see the talent in Wemby. You can see when Wemby's facing up, going and reverse dunking on people. Bro, Popovich literally is not putting him in good positions. He's having him just stand out on the 3-point line. He's not posting him up enough. He's not getting him into a sweet spot so he can just score easy enough. He's not getting him enough easy opportunities. This is all Popovich. Popovich don't know what the hell he's doing with this boy. And it's sad because normally Pop had guys who already, Tim Duncan, we know he's going to the block. Everything's going to be right there in the post, face up, mid-range, and below. You understand what I'm saying? Wemby, Pop has never seen a guy like this. So he really doesn't know what to do with this guy, in my opinion. And that's crazy to say that, but sometimes you get old and senile and you don't know what the hell you're doing. And Pop is one of those guys, he has a monster right there and doesn't know how to use him and doesn't know what he's doing with him. And it's just, it amazed me. But to the dude who said that, you need to be slapped. Bro, Wemby and Scoot are 2 completely different players on 2 completely different trajectories, dog. Straight up, bro. Don't ever say that again, bro. Scoot Henderson, and you can ask Dale. Bro, he'll be overseas after this contract is up if he don't get this shit right.
Yo, can I add somebody to the slap list? Can I ask somebody else that needs to be on the slap list? Whoever's bold enough or crazy enough to do it, I will say, because I'm not that guy.
Hold on, I know you don't. Hold on, come on.
Kenyon Martin Jr. Kenyon Martin Sr. Kenyon Martin needs to be slapped because anybody that don't think Luke is the best player on that team after what the hell he just did, you need to be slapped. Now I'm not gonna do it. I promise you I won't. Kenyon,
wait. What you say, bro? Slap who?
Exactly. Like I said, whoever crazy enough to do it, I'm not. I'm about to say, I'm personally not crazy.
Look, Domo trying to get us all fucked up.
Look, Kmart let that 50-round drum go on you. Kmart start throwing them hands. He don't stop, boy. He want them tight. You want them tight. What you say? Say it one more time. 50-round drum.
Hey, Chitchat, I ain't gonna be here that day. Hey, I'm on my magic.
What did you hear what Damo said? Damo said whoever's brave enough to do it.
Whoever's brave enough to do it. I'm not. I'll listen. I'll be the first to say I'm not the person. I'm just saying whoever is should do it. That was the crazy thing. Luka's nice, man.
You brave enough to
as hell. As hell, Damo. Let's make sure we clear on that part. Don't leave that part out. As hell.
Fluent said he'll do it with his DJ Vlad looking ass. You'll do it, Fluent. Fluent, you lost your damn mind. You think you'll do it.
Go ahead, Fluent.
Yo, Dale, you been up here for a quick second, man. Talk to us.
I'm here. I'm just listening, making sure we got, you know what I'm saying? We got what we got. I believe Scoot Henderson is struggling, but he has all the tools to be really good, though.
Don't do that.
He does. I'm serious. I'm serious.
Dale,
He does have the tools.
He does, y'all. I don't know.
He has the
Dale,
tools.
what do you see, Dale?
Ticket. It's to say he'll put it together. Who knows? But he for sure has all the tools to be successful.
I'm saying, what tools do you see?
To me, he's athletic. I don't know why y'all say he's not athletic. That's a weird thing.
I'm not on that train. Scoot is athletic. Scoot is a freak athlete.
His
freak
biggest
athlete.
asset he hasn't tapped into. I think he could be an amazing on-ball defender. He just has to learn. I think he could be like locked down defender if he put his mind to it. But like I said, I think that people say if Dame would have stayed, would have helped him. I think that would have hurt him more than help him because he has to play to learn and mess up. And they see that in him. That's why they had to get rid of Dame because they had to put the ball in their hands for him to learn and mess up. And they're going to give him a lot of leeway because he's young and they see a bright future. It ain't like he's a number 3 pick. So he got at least a year and a half before they start pressuring on him.
So let's just push him in the deep end, Dale. That's what we do. Let's push him in the deep end.
Let's just throw him in there and he'll
push him
learn
in the
that
deep
way.
end. Let's have him figure it out. All right, I can get with that.
But Damo was right with getting in and getting all these like Jeremy Grant. Those players that want to be competitive or
that's what I'm thinking.
So that might hurt them a little bit, but they're gonna let Scoot like find his way 100%. I think he'll be fine. Bare minimum, he could be possibly a 2-time All-Star like John Wall. Bare minimum, like, and that's not.
Oh, you think that's his floor, John Wall?
Yeah, that's his floor. Like,
all right.
yeah.
I've said something similar in my day.
As far as accolades, that's his floor, or his
hold on. You saying his career floor is John Wall?
It could be a John Wall. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. You need to get knocked out, bro.
How good was
John Wall had a 5-year stretch. John Wall had a 5-year stretch where he went 20-10 for 5 years. Why is that ridiculous? Why is that ridiculous?
I mean, that's a ridiculous floor.
So what do you think his ceiling is there, Dale?
No, that's his ceiling to me.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm with that.
You think he's John Wall? You think he could be John Wall?
Yeah, that's the ceiling.
I can get with that.
I can get with that. But as a floor,
John Wall.
Because if the worst he could be is John Wall, god damn, how good can he be?
Honestly, the worst he could be is Killian Hayes.
Nah, I say Emmanuel Mudiay. That's his floor.
Oh, that's a good one. Emmanuel Mudiay, but Emmanuel Mudiay is the one where we could have had this argument where he got drafted to the wrong place.
A lot of guys get drafted to the wrong place. There's a lot of guys.
Emmanuel Mudiay never got the chance he's getting now when he was in Utah. He was behind Mike Conley, I think. I could be wrong, or he was behind a point guard. I don't think he ever got the ball.
He said that too, Dale. He said that. He said that. Yeah. Oh, he said that. He said Quinn Snyder
brought him in a small opportunity.
He said he's on record saying Quinn Snyder brought him in the office and told him, "You're not going to play that much this season."
Yeah, he said that exactly. So that hurt him more than it helped him. Because Emmanuel, I think Mudiay coming in was more talented than Scoot is. Honestly, like more talented, more know the basketball more. Because honestly, European guards coming in, they know basketball more than American G League, Ignite, AAU, high school, 1-year college guys. Like 100%.
You know who he's going to be, Dale? You know who he's going to be? He's going to be another. He's going to be
fundamentals of it. 100%.
Yeah, fundamentals for sure.
100%.
For sure. It's just ingrained in him, Damo.
It's
literally just programmed in.
No, I
wasn't
was
saying close neither, Dale. It's not.
Yeah, they've been structured their whole life.
Yeah,
I was about to say with Mudiay, he started in Denver. He started 66 of his 68 games that season, playing 30 minutes a game his rookie year. He got a shot. When Mudiay went to Denver,
what year was
he
that?
got a shot.
That
was 2016.
That's how I'm not even familiar with him. I didn't even know. I thought the Jazz drafted him.
Wait a minute, though, Damo. Wait a minute, Damo. Just because you get on a crew and you playing early doesn't mean you get a shot. You could be in a real bad situation playing on a crew, and just because you on the floor Just because you're on the floor, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're getting a shot.
Amin Thompson. You was just talking about Amin.
Chill. That technically has to be a shot then. Chill. That
I'm
technically has to be a shot. Like, go ahead. If somebody gets hurt,
one more time, take it.
No, I'm saying that technically has to be a shot. If somebody get hurt, you're in the court. Now you getting a shot. Hey, you up?
Well, whoa.
Chill.
Keep
I'm
on.
gonna say, hold on. Before you go, I'm gonna say this to Dale. Dale, respectfully, and I'm being with all sincerity to you, bro, because I got love for you and I respect you on everything you talking about except for KD, bro. His ceiling is Dennis Smith Jr., bro. That's his ceiling.
Wow.
He's gonna be.
I'm just.
Hold on. I want to say that as well, because who drafted Dennis Smith?
He went to the Dallas Mavericks.
Dallas. He was on Dallas the year. I want to say a year or two before Luka got there. When they got Luka there, took his job.
That's when he got tricked.
And did he play?
Yes, he had a shot. He was looking promising. He looked good. He looked good his first year. He was looking promising. He was looking straight. It's just Luka
came and he lost all confidence.
Yeah, not even lost all confidence. Luka took his spot. Luka took the job. He was less on.
They were playing together. They were playing together at first.
They were playing together, and Luka became more prominent
because Luka took over the team.
Because you said as Luka got drafted, it was to start. So it was like, Luka, you have your spot right away. It was never a question what they was gonna do with Luka. So you know what I'm saying?
But they started playing together. He was at the 1, Luka was at the 2. And when I say took his spot, I mean the year before. I want to say it was the year before when he got drafted. Maybe 2 years before when he got drafted. It was looked at as him being the future of the Mavs for that time. That was their guy. He was looking like their promising young guy. He was looking like a promising young guard in the league. He was looking fine. He didn't look bad. It wasn't like, oh yeah, this is no. He was looking really good. When they got Luka, they seen what levels were. It was levels to this. Like no, Luka's really good. Dennis Smith is just Dennis Smith, and Dennis Smith he can't shoot. He's an athletic guy who can't really shoot. And now the ball's being taken out of his hands. So he was just being misutilized once Luka took the job from him.
So can't we say the same thing about Moutier? Like when he got to Denver, they got Jamal Murray the next year.
By the time he got to Denver, that was like he got drafted
down the
line. I'm sorry, Denver. He was on Denver. Then the next year, let me see.
He was on Denver. They get Jamal Murray, and then he gets to the Knicks. Now don't forget, Damo.
They traded him for next year.
Yeah, exactly, because they got Jamal Murray. Because and like you just said, there's levels to this. So they looked at Jamal Murray exactly like the Warriors looked at Klay Thompson and said, "Yo, as good as Monte Ellis is, this is our guy. As good as Monte Ellis is, this is our guy." And you could be on the court and you can get a shot. It depends on how you're used too, Damo. It's just because you're on the floor that doesn't necessarily mean that you're being used the right way. You could be on the floor, and next thing you know, you're a scorer, but all you're doing is throwing entry passes and you defending. Now, if that's not really your game, that can make you look bad. That can make you look like you don't know what you're doing.
That's true.
I promise you, Moutier's not that guy. Moutier had a shot. Moutier had a chance.
Well, I can agree. I can agree with Dale. I think Dale was right about Moutier having talent. I just think that he had to be. You can see he had talent. I think Dale was right about that. I think his situation, he just didn't have a right situation. Scoot is trash. Just like, and let me say this, Mars. I'm here with your head down, Mars. I know you're sad today. I got the funeral music ready for you. I was waiting for you today, Mars. Mars, Dillon Brooks is absolute ass cheeks, bro. Your team is going to be the worst team outside of, I would say, the Bulls. Maybe you, the Bulls, and one other team that I'm not thinking about right
Pistons.
now. Portland are the 3 worst teams in all of that.
I swear, bro, this is gonna be a long season.
Those are the 3 worst.
Mars, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was watching.
I feel bad for you, though.
I was watching the Rockets.
Let me ask you a question.
Hold on, Dale, because I'm being honest with Mars. Because Mars came in here, he sold me on Houston. He did. Mars sold me on Houston. How much better they're gonna be? So I'm paying particular attention to Houston. I was watching them yesterday, and I know it's against the Warriors, but I'm watching them yesterday. Mars, you got another month, 2 tops, and then I'm out. If this
they still better than they were last year.
Other than the first game against Orlando, sure, we wasn't bad.
You did fight back. You did fight to get back in the game. But Van Fleet,
he was in the game the whole time. The only reason they could lose because our bench started getting cooked and Gary Payton started making threes. Like we didn't play badly yesterday, and then Steph Curry turned into Steph Curry in the fourth quarter. Like
Get Van Fleet off.
Like
That's what I want. I want you to.
Well, I've
get
been
Van-
told you about Fred Van
get
Vliet.
Van
Like
Fleet off.
I knew about that. Whatever. But we didn't play badly yesterday. We just lost to a better team that had the best player on the floor by a very wide margin. It is what it is. I get if you want to criticize us for the Orlando game, the first game of the season. Sure, I don't really have a problem.
I'm fine with that.
The Spurs game was a very good game. Jabari just missed some big free throws down the stretch. He ends up losing that game in overtime. I don't think that's an indictment on us. And then we lost to Golden State when Steph Curry turned into Steph Curry in the fourth quarter, made like 4 straight threes, and then we lost the game by like 10. Like I don't
y'all better than the Spurs, Mars. Y'all better than them. Y'all got to beat the Spurs.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think we should have won that game, but down the stretch we got some turnovers we shouldn't have got. We missed some big free throws that we shouldn't have missed. Like I think that's just the growing pains of a young team. We made some mistakes. Like I don't think other than the first game we played badly. I think we've just lost some close games that maybe in a month when we have more continuity, when Ime Udoka's fully involved, we shouldn't be losing those games. I am disappointed in our transition offense though.
Terrible.
I was expecting us to be the best transition team in the league, and our defense is getting stops, and then we're just walking the ball up the floor. Like that's disappointing me. But defensively, I like
that's Van Fleet, Mars. That's the goddamn. I'm sorry. That's the problem, Mars. It's Van Fleet.
He's still in Toronto.
That's something right there that can get better easy as you go. Just because the athletes y'all got, that's just something that Ime gotta emphasize, and that's something that y'all. And I know it sounds funny at this level, at the pro level, but that's something y'all can work on in practice though. Running, filling the lanes, running, getting wide, filling the lanes. That's just, that's something that can be worked on. That's something that could really change, and that could change a whole trajectory. Like 8 points in transition can change a whole game. So, that's not too crazy.
3 games. I'm not about to write off the whole season. I think that's weird to do for any team, especially the team.
I didn't say I was out after 3 games. I didn't.
I haven't even seen signs that there's a reason for anyone to be out on us.
Van Fleet. That's my problem. Van Fleet.
I mean, if you
Dale.
knew what Van Vliet was, like I did, I'm even surprised. I just need a Man Thompson to be better so we can take that role.
Dale, you had some questions that you was trying to answer or ask. You still want to ask?
Yeah, I wanted to know, like, how long of a time do y'all give people to like find themselves, like a top 5, top 7 pick? Because it's only 3 games, and like a lot of people tailed off on Scoot Henderson already. A lot of people find their way. I have some Lakers fans that's off the Lakers already. Like, you know what I'm saying? How long? But that's a different topic. But how long before y'all, like, it's only 3 games, and I get, you know what I'm saying? It's literally 3 games. It's still like barely preseason. So how long until you be like, oh, nah, I'm done with this? Like,
I feel like it's super dependent on where you started and what your expectations were of the person or the team, and or if you're just a casual / fake fan. Like the Laker fans that are out on the Lakers now for 3 games, they weren't Laker fans. Those are LeBron fans. Those are Anthony Davis fans.
Okay.
Those are Gabe Vincent fans. For all I know, they're just not Laker fans. The guys that are out on Scoot, I'm not out on Scoot. I'm just I was already low on Scoot in the first place. I was a guy that was like, don't trade that pick. Don't draft them, Portland. Charlotte, you damn sure better not draft them. Like, I was low on Scoot. So where Scoot is now, I'm not off of him. But the guys that were thinking Scoot should have been second pick, the guys that thought Scoot was the best guard in the draft, you're going to get real reactionary from them because he looks awful. And you thought Scoot was going to be great.
You see, for me, because it's difficult. Like, people like Scoot, even Wemby, like, you never know what the player is, or you just see, and then honestly, it's like conflicted by the media and what they consistently try to portray. Because let's look at someone like, honestly, like a Jordan Poole. Nobody had no expectation of Jordan Poole coming into the Warriors, and now Jordan Poole is, you know what I'm saying? He's high regard, he's big time. It's a Donovan Mitchell type. Donovan Mitchell, he was a top 10, top 15 pick or whatever, but no one expected Donovan Mitchell to be what Donovan Mitchell.
I did not think he was going to be that good.
You see what I'm saying?
I did not think he was going to be that good.
And when you come and you, to me now it's looking like the best thing is for you to be under the radar for the media and then do your thing, because Scoot, he's in a whirlwind of mess because of course he's hearing it, and it's what is hurtful to him, but it was needed, is the fact that Dame left, because now no matter what he tried to do, they're comparing him to what just left. And Dame was like a top 5 pick, I think, top 6 pick, top 6 pick. And he came in and he I think
He
he
was
won
rocking.
Rookie of the Year. He won Rookie of the Year. I think he took it from Anthony
rocking.
Davis.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, wow. Like he came in and he came from Weber State without the pub, without none of that. And he did what he did. And that just walked out the door. So so much on Scoot. As much he said, oh, I'm not trying to be like Dame Lillard. I'm trying to be Scoot. In the mirror, he got to be like, I got to start being Dame. Like, because it's getting hectic. But I think we should wait till like December, or it's a month away, or like January to like reservations, because he's 19.
Yes.
Yeah, Dale, and that's my thing. Like 2-3 months isn't even a tale for it. Like you got to understand, these guys are always going to get better. No, Ticket, just hear me out. Ticket, just hear me out.
On the rookie.
Not Ron. In 2 or 3 months, his career could be over. Ron, cut this shit out.
Ticket, his career is not going to be over in 2 or 3 months, dog. His career is not going to be over in 2 or 3 years.
Ron,
Like
they gave Anthony Bennett 1 week, 1 effing week, and he was done. Career over.
Over. Still getting contracts in 2017.
No, you're not hearing what I'm saying. No, I'm saying they were saying he was a bust and he ain't ever going to be done after 1 week. Michael Olowokandi. The list goes on. Don't do this, Ron. Do not, because I'm telling you something, bro. When somebody show you what's up, believe it. I don't see any signs of life. None. Everything's flatline. No signs of life, brother.
Ticket, I think what's his name was a good comparison. Dennis Smith Jr. For instance, he did not jump off the chart his first year, second year, third year, but then he found his role in the league as a bench player. Scoot might just be a backup point guard.
But Dennis Smith didn't come in with Scoot Henderson hype.
He was not a top 3 pick. No,
he didn't have Scoot hype, but Dennis Smith had hype.
No, he had
Dennis
hype.
Dennis Smith had a good amount of hype,
but he didn't have Scoot hype.
What are you talking about, Chitchat? You a damn lie.
No, he didn't have Scoot hype. He did not have Scoot hype.
When the Knicks passed on Dennis Smith, it was outrage.
Right.
Okay.
And the Knicks passed. Okay, that's not a lie, Ticket, because the Knicks passed on him, I think, at like number 8. They weren't talking about him being the number 1, 2, or 3 pick.
Exactly.
That's not what was going on. So that's not a lie, Ticket.
No, wait. But hold on. Though. Who was all in that draft class?
Right.
They had Donovan Mitchell. They had
because there won't nobody else.
It was only like 3 dudes. I think Dennis Smith might have had more hype than Scoot.
Why are we coming out of North Carolina
Dennis
State?
Smith had crazy hype. Dennis Smith had crazy hype.
More than Scoot. No,
he did have crazy hype, but that was the year of Lonzo Ball. So Lonzo Ball took like
Jason Tatum.
Like it was
Guys like
Lonzo
that.
That was a
like
good ass draft.
Lonzo was like the
That
biggest
draft class
story.
compared to this draft class.
But okay, but you can't do that because
If you match it,
you didn't think
they found a fucking
no,
match.
but you didn't think those players
Damo,
was
that
going to
draft
be
class
what
was
they
OD.
were. You know what I'm saying? You could say that now
This draft
because
class is gonna be OD.
there's years removed. But at the time, you didn't think Donovan Mitchell was going to be this. You didn't think some of those players was going.
Nah,
Who was
Lori-
the number 1 pick? Who was the number 1 pick?
Markel Fultz.
Markel
Markel
Fultz.
Fultz.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
That's the-
He went
that's
over-
We thought
the-
Markel Fultz was going to be way better than he is.
That's
but
the
my
draft.
point.
That's the
stuff-
draft
far- that's
with
stuff removed.
Laurie Markkinen and
this draft is deep.
Josh Jackson,
Yo, that draft is
Jonathan
OD.
Isaac,
Right.
We're looking at
Darian
it
Fox.
years removed.
Right, these guys.
Bam,
And
bam,
you just said exactly that one more time.
We're looking at it years removed. You can't compare a damn near finished product to
Right.
rookies three games
That's
in.
true.
Right.
That's fair. That's fair
Right.
deal. But at the same time, you talk about Lonzo, De'Aaron, even Laurie, JT, all those guys, bro. We knew they were going to be nice, and some
No,
of
but
them we thought were
Lonzo
going to
had
be better than they are.
Yeah, Lonzo had the biggest hype
People
of that
wrote
group.
Lonzo
People
off
love
after his first year.
yeah,
After his
exactly.
first game, they wrote him off. Remember the
That's
Panther
a
game?
fact, and he got
Mars,
to
and
Chicago,
that's the point
and
I'm
they
trying
was
to
the
make.
best
No,
team in the
I'm
East
with you.
until
I'm
he
not
got
trying to
hurt.
write anyone off after one game, but
Mars,
I will say, I will say, as someone who was high on Scoot, he looks a lot worse than I anticipated.
Thank you.
But I do think with rookies, I do think it depends on if you see the signs of life. Ticket
Mark.
is saying he doesn't see any. And
Mark
I think that's fine. I think that's
Mark
fine. He's not
was
seeing
in
any
there.
signs
Mark
of life.
was in there.
But people who are optimistic,
Hold on.
might see signs of life, and then we'll then give him more of a
Mark,
opportunity.
No, I just want to ask Mars one question. Mars, how long did it take you to say Killian Hayes?
Yeah,
was a bust?
Damo. Better stop sleeping on Malik Damo.
What year was he?
Nigga, I was the one pushing Malik propaganda when his career got revived in LA. Don't start talking to me about Malik.
No, Damo.
What year did
How
Killian
long
Hayes get
did
drafted?
Yeah.
2020?
Leak, nigga.
How long did it take y'all to think Killian Hayes was a bust?
Mini
Mars
Mac
was saying he was a bust
Yeah,
after the
y'all seen it.
first month.
No, I was no. First of all, me saying someone's the worst player in the league doesn't mean I'm saying they're a bust. Killian Hayes could develop. Just right now, he's the worst player in the league.
Is he still on Mark?
I actually don't think he's the worst player in the league anymore.
But you were saying
I still don't think he should be starting.
I'm saying his rookie year, you were saying he was a bust after 1 month.
I wasn't even on the show.
On here.
But I wasn't even on the show. 2020 he got drafted. I was not on the show talking about.
I'm saying on here. No, I'm saying on here you were saying that after his first month in the league, he was a bust. That's what you were saying.
Oh, if I was, then whoops.
Yeah, you said
I don't know, because I do think it depends on the rookie and how much of an opportunity.
No. So hold on. This is what I'm asking you, Mars. Do you think that Scoot Henderson looked worse than what Killian Hayes looked his rookie year so far?
Yes.
There you have it, Ron. Put that in your pipe and smoke that shit.
Ticket, I do get that, but I'm like,
Ron, he worse than Killian Hayes, dog.
Ticket, he could be, and I'm not even saying that I think that Scoot's going to be an all-time player. I'm just saying, bro, like he's going to get better one way or another. The same way Killian Hayes got better, the same way every player has got
Killian
to
Hayes
better.
Ron.
Mars says Killian Hayes got better.
He's going better, yeah.
Okay, so I'm saying, like, Ticket, I don't know if he's going to get marginally
Why is that
better.
paying you, Mars?
I don't know if he's going to get.
No, I said he's going better.
Yeah, he's awful.
He's
awful.
I've watched like every dribble the Detroit Pistons have played this year. So that's
what I'm saying.
I don't hate him.
Now, let me ask you a question, Mars. Has he gotten better or has he just sucked less? There's a difference.
No, he's gotten better. I think defensively, he's a legitimately good defender.
Right.
Scoring wise, I don't see life. Scoring is dead to me. I don't think he's ever going to score. But defensively, he's gotten better. His passing is decent. He's got an okay handle. Like, there's ways in which he's improved. I just still think offensively, he's extremely flawed.
But you think Scoot is worse than him, right?
Scoot's first 3 games, yes, I think he's worse.
That's what I thought. So, Ron, get off that shit. Hey, Ron, you can get off this train, Ron. Quick. Hey, no, everybody that's listening to this video, y'all watch this. Ron is capping for this boy right now. In 2 more weeks, when he completes the joint up, Ron will not be here.
I'm on the train too, Ron. I ain't out yet neither, Ron.
I gave you one more month. You two hoes.
No, we're talking about the Pistons tomorrow.
Oh no, we're not. No, we're talking about.
Okay. All right.
We're not talking about it. Top of the hour's coming up. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not out on him, Ticket. Nope. Not yet.
In 1
nope.
month, you and Ron will be out. I promise. I guarantee everybody on the channel in 1 month, both of these dudes will be on here saying, "Yeah, I've seen enough, man. That's what they're gonna say."
Ticket, I'm not just gonna give him a month though. I'm gonna at least give him until.
All you gonna need is a month. All you gonna need is a month. Because when you don't wrong. Let me tell you something. Shouldn't you see improvement month by month in the league? Shouldn't you see improvement at least a little bit?
I expect to see it from him.
Right. So when he gets worse, as the game plans surround him even more because Simons ain't there and all this stuff, bro, y'all gonna see, man. And his confidence gonna go all the way down the toilet because he can't shoot the ball. So teams just gonna back up off of him, go under screens, and he's not a great passer. So gonna make him a liability. Period.
All right, y'all. Speaking of the Portland Trail Blazers, I do want to mention that Scoot is not the only one that's disappointing. DeAndre Ayton, since just in his 3 games this year, he scored 4 points, 14 points, and last night he had 7 points. So he's having an underwhelming season as well. But I do also want to mention that since Anthony Simons went out, Shaedon Sharpe had 2 20-point games, and he's actually been looking pretty good. But we'll continue to follow the Blazers, see what they got going on. We'll obviously keep a close eye on Skeet Henderson, see what's going on. But right now is a great time to go ahead and dive into some super chats. Bob sent through a super chat. Bob, why are you sending through super chats? Just ask Ticket if you got a question for him. He said, Ticket, who you taking long term, Miller or Scoot?
Who is
Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller from Charlotte.
That's easy. Brandon Miller. What kind of question is that? Mars is wrong about Brandon Miller.
I was wrong. I've said. Well, I don't want to say, he's just going to be great now, but he's better than I thought he would be instantly. So
Mars, and we got to say this too. Shout out to Charlotte for doing him right. They bringing him along slope, bringing him off the bench. They did the same thing with LaMelo. They're not just throwing him out there in the fire. They need to do that with Scoots. Chill. They need to bring him off the bench and start Malcolm Brogdon. and bring him along slow, bro. He ain't ready for that right now. Some people you can throw in it, like Wemby and them. You can't throw this dude in it, chill, because it's gonna kill his confidence. He continues to play bad like this, they're gonna wreck this kid. They need to slow him down, let him learn under Malcolm Brogdon, let Brogdon help bring him along, and then ease him in. That's the one thing I like that Charlotte did, Damo, with LaMelo. Charlotte didn't just start LaMelo. They ease LaMelo in and let LaMelo earn his spot. They're doing the same thing with Brandon Miller. They ain't just bringing him in there, throwing him in the starting lineup and saying, do your thing. They're letting him ease his way into the league. Therefore, he has room to make mistakes, and he can learn. And now, when it's his time, he'll be out there. That's why he's playing good. Ain't get screwed out of there, bro. Real talk. Because Chauncey Billups going to get fired if he don't. If he don't, he's going to get fired after this season. I don't care what happens. He's going to get fired.
Hey, I do agree with you on that, though, Ticket. They should be bringing him along slowly. Hey, Malcolm Brogdon is the man. Whether you guys like it or not. Chat, I'm talking to you. Whether you like it or not, Malcolm Brogdon is him. He needs to be starting. If Malcolm Brogdon starting on that team, they actually, with Anthony Simons there, they got a little bit of life there. But
yeah, you
with
Scoot starting, you said somebody big dude because of Skeet. Get Skeet out of there and get a real point guard like Malcolm Brogdon in there, and I guarantee you DeAndre Ayton's play increases, because you got to remember, a lot of big men do need guards to score. They need good, heady point guards that can get him the ball. When Scoot don't know what he's doing, man. So if you are DeAndre Ayton, bro, I'd rather play with Malcolm Brogdon, because Malcolm Brogdon know how to play. He understand the game, Chilltown. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would rather play with Malcolm than Skeet. I'm not trying to be out here with no project that don't know how to throw the ball in the post. He don't. He don't know how to make entry passes. I don't even think he know how to make a pass.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Bro, he's horrible. He's the worst player, I want to say, in the last 20 years, bro, I've seen, bro.
Mm. Poor Skeet. Christopher D with the super chat said there's a reason AD won't bang with Jokic. Not only is he crafty with a smooth handle, but he'll get very physical with his matchup. One shot to Markieff left him in the ER. Imagine those elbows constantly swinging in the AD.
Hey man, listen. When you're going up against a dude that's bigger and stronger than you and has a better skill set than you, the advantage is to him. So I got to find other ways to do what I do. He can't bang with that dude because he's gonna get pushed around, just like Chet did yesterday, just like he did the last time he saw him. So there's no advantage to AD again. And again, I'm saying this for the last time. It's okay that the other dude is better. That's just it. The other dude was better. I mean, I seen what Anthony Davis has done over the last 2 games.
I don't
the
think
other dude is just better. That's just it.
I don't think it's okay. I disagree with you. I don't think when you're at that level, Chill, when you're AD should be better than Jokic. Let me say that again, everybody. Anthony Davis should be better than Nikola Jokic. Why?
Based on why?
He's a way better defensive player. Mm-hmm. He's just as skilled offensively. The only thing that AD has, hold on, time out. AD has skill. Hold on.
Okay.
AD offensive skill. Hold on. AD have shown you guys that he can go stretches, averaging 35 points a game.
Right.
Show you. So once you show me that in the stretch,
yeah.
Now you're underachieving to not be able to continue to do that, because he's shown us the ability to do that. AD can do shit Jokic can't do offensively.
Okay.
Jokic can
keep going, take it. Keep going.
Involved, but AD, his game is legit. He can do all the stuff Jokic do, scoring the ball. As far as posting up, AD has great post moves in the block. You understand what I'm saying? He finishes above the rim.
Yep.
AD can shoot the mid-range J. Yep. AD can handle the ball enough to get his own self off the dribble and get to the rack and score. And you get Payet. Right. And AD can shoot the 3 a little bit better this year than what he's been shooting before. So AD has an elite skill set. But remember, Rich Paul and them was all pushing this narrative that AD was an MVP of the league. He was better than all these cats.
Before we go any further than that, Ticket, you are on record saying that AD is horrible in the post as a passer. You said that.
That's what I'm talking about.
So you're saying so what you're saying to me is that he's better than Joker as a scorer. That's not as better as an offensive player as a scorer. Which means that
listen, because that's one aspect is what I'm saying. Listen, what I'm saying to you.
I'm listening.
Because his athleticism makes up for that, which we're saying passing out of the post. Because I think his athleticism and his ability to finish above the rim around the basket also gives him advantages that Jokic can't have. You can hit him with alley-oops. You can throw the lob to him. He can spin off you, reverse.
Once again, Ticket, that's just scoring. Do you understand how to? I hear everything that you're saying, and everything that you're saying leads to one thing and one thing only: buckets. That's what it leads to. And it's only in the buckets in one way, with him having the ball and him scoring. I'm thinking about the Denver Nuggets and how they run that offense. That offense runs through Joker, and it runs through Joker because of his offensive skill set, not just because of the way he can score the basketball, by the way he distributes, by the way he reads the defense, by the way he can score on the perimeter, by the way he can get the ball to Jamal Murray, by the way that he passes out of the post. Anthony Davis doesn't do any of those things like that. That is a fact.
My point to you is this. My point to you is AD has the ability to be better than Jokic. He doesn't tap into that. Let me give you an example. One quick example.
Okay.
We all said that Giannis was the best player in the league, meaning he was better than KD 4 or 5 years ago. Why is that? He ain't more skilled than KD. You know why? Because he goes harder the things he does in that position. And solidified his spot. So what I'm saying is this. I'm saying that if AD, and that's Ron's mic. I'm saying if AD, you understand what? Ron, fix your mic, bro. Yo, somebody put Ron on mute.
Ticket, my mic not even on.
One of y'all mic echo. It ain't mine.
How about now?
I don't know. No, you still echo. It's not my mic because I haven't touched anything.
Hold on. Let's see. Hold on.
Well, let's see who's muted and who's not.
Yeah.
I just unmuted my mic. My mic is muted.
Yeah, it's one of y'all's mic. Yep.
How about now?
Keep talking, Ticket.
Mic check.
Yeah.
You good? Still got an echo?
Got an echo. One of y'all got an echo. Ron know who it is now. Ron know who it is because the echo's gone. The echo is gone. Ron know who it is.
Oh yeah, all right. We cool. We high.
Yeah. So we
as you were saying, Ticket.
It wasn't mine. All these jabronis in the comment section thought it was mine. Now get on your knees, chump. Now,
as you were saying, Ticket, you said that where we are now, you were talking about Giannis. That you were talking about Giannis. Keep going.
5 years ago, people would have said, "Hey, man," everybody thought, "Oh, well, KD has all the skill set. He has a J. He has all this, all that. He's better than Giannis." Giannis passed KD. Why? Because Giannis elevated in a lot of areas. He pushed himself to the limits in areas that he was great at. He became even greater, which pushed him past KD, something that he shouldn't have been able to do. And a lot of
KD was hurt. That's the only KD was hurt in 2019. In 2018, KD was still.
I'm saying, listen, Bob. Listen what I'm saying to you. I'm saying when they was both healthy years ago. I ain't talking about right now. I'm talking about years ago when he first passed.
I know. That's what I'm talking about too.
When he was winning, hold on. When he was winning back-to-back MVPs, KD was still playing. KD was in his prime. KD was in the playoffs.
2020, KD didn't play.
KD was fresh off an Achilles tear, bro. Before that Achilles tear. Hold on. I heard what you said. I'm trying to explain to you why.
Giannis hasn't won an MVP
in 2018, KD was still better than Giannis. KD towards Achilles at the end of that time. All right, but look, when he came back fresh off that Achilles tear, maybe. 2019, he wasn't even playing. So, yeah, okay, Giannis was better than
I'm not talking about that. Keep going along.
So, what years are you talking about? Let's just
2021 is the year KD first came back from his Achilles.
After he won the MVP until now, he's been better than KD.
Well, hold
on.
KD didn't play in 2020 when Giannis.
No. Listen, Mars, you're not hearing what I'm saying.
When they faced each other in the playoffs, KD was still better than Giannis.
You're not hearing me. Hold on, Bob.
I am hearing you. What I'm saying is when they faced each other in those playoffs, when KD big ass foot was on the line,
that's what I was about to ask you, Big
better than Giannis.
Let's just before the series starts, Ticket. I mean, before the series starts, Big Ox. Before the series starts, is KD better than Giannis going into that series?
Yeah.
What year?
In 2021, that series. Going into that series, is KD better?
I respect y'all saying that it was Giannis. I'm fine with that. I'm not gonna argue it. I'm just giving you my opinion. My opinion is KD was still better than Giannis.
So Ticket. When did Giannis pass KD?
I just told you
last year.
I just that year is when he passed Giannis.
So the year he won an NBA championship. That's when
that year on. That year on, he's been better than KD. Excuse me. All I'm saying is this. This is all I'm saying to y'all. All I'm saying is that when you look at a guy like AD with the capability he has, AD should have won multiple MVP awards in the NBA. By you saying it's okay that he's not better than Jokic, that is accepting failure.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it is. Keep going.
Listen why. And this is why I love guys like Deion Sanders.
Keep going.
Because he always says you set your standards high, man.
Right.
I don't never set my standards. And when you have the ability to
Right.
reach and the capability to reach those heights, which we've
Right.
seen from AD, we've seen him be able to give us 40 and 20 rebounds and 3 or 4 blocks. We've seen him be able to be a dude who never won a Defensive Player of the Year award, but it's one of the best damn defenders in the league. He should have been an MVP by now. These are facts, but that's his fault for not tapping into it and achieving what he was predicted and projected to achieve.
So your logic.
Hold on. So remember,
keep going.
Giannis and Jokic and all of them were behind AD, and they all lapped AD. These are facts. AD was ahead of those guys, and they lapped AD. Remember, they were talking about AD. He was top 5 player of the world when he went over there to the Lakers. And since that time, Giannis and Jokic have both lapped him. 2 MVPs, both of them got. Championship, both of them got. They both lapped him. So they both went from behind him to above him.
So with that being said, Ticket, why do you think that happened? So you're telling me that because AD had a similar skill set in his athleticism, he should be just as good, if not better, than Joker. Meanwhile, you're saying that Joker maximized his skill set. That's why he better than Anthony Davis. Even though Anthony Davis has succumbed to injury, and that's hampered his game, right? So now we got a dude who, now that at this season, at this juncture, he's still playing at an MVP level. He's still playing at a high level. But a guy who passed him, not because he wasn't working, that wasn't the problem. Because he wasn't working, it's just that this guy is better.
So
that could happen.
I agree with Shaq when he said that AD doesn't play to his level on a nightly basis. I agree with Shaq and Charles because, like they said, when you're great like that, the great ones play to their level. The guy you love all the time, Hakeem, Tim Duncan, all of these great big men, they play to their level every single night.
Yes, they did. But hold on, Ticket, because this is where you're losing me. This is where you're losing me. Keep going.
My only point to you is this, and I'm sure that any NBA legend or superstar can come here and tell you the same thing. AD should have had multiple years where he led the league in rebounding. He should have had multiple years where he led the league in shot blocking.
He did have.
He should have had at least 2. Hold on. He should have had at least 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, and he should have had multiple years where he was top 5 in the league in scoring. AD is that lethal. Hold on, Chilltown. AD is that lethal, and the only thing that separates AD from guys like Giannis and those guys is their drive, will, and desire on a regular basis. So you brought up Olajuwon. As good as Ewing was, nobody up here will say that David Robinson wasn't phenomenal. He just wasn't Olajuwon good. That doesn't mean that he wasn't awesome. He was still awesome. I'm saying, but AD has room to get better. Chill. AD has. Hold on, chill. Let me ask you this question. Let me ask everybody this question. Do y'all think that AD has reached his ceiling as a player?
I do. I think that everything that we've seen, I think that everything that we're going to see from him, we've seen it.
Everything. We're not getting no more from AD.
Bro, no, I ain't asked y'all that. Y'all not listening, bro. Bob, listen what I'm saying.
Oh, you think he's reached his potential? Do y'all
think, Mars, be honest about this shit. When you look at
AD was fucking balling last night. Did y'all not watch the game or something?
No, I know what Ticket's talking about. No. I know what Ticket's talking about. Ticket is
AD's been balling all season so far. It's only been a couple games. AD's been fucking balling.
Bob, I'm not asking you that.
What Ticket is asking.
Because sometimes we get on here and shit and spread false information.
I'm not spreading false information.
In the chat just jumps on it. The chat hears what you say, and they grab onto it and hang on for dear life.
Why don't you think that AD has reached this? So let me ask you this:
they trust you, and they hang on to it for dear life. And it's false because AD has been balling.
I know what he's talking about. So, Ticket, let me ask you this question. Ticket, why don't
what is he talking about? Because AD's balling.
No, this is what he's talking about. He's talking about this is what he's talking about. He's talking about Anthony Davis as a player. Has he reached his maximum potential? That's what he's asking. So, Ticket, if that's true, why hasn't? Let me ask you this question, Ticket. Why hasn't he reached his maximum potential? Why hasn't he? I'm asking an honest question. Why hasn't he reached his maximum potential?
Okay,
I can tell you right now that he's put the work.
Hold on. This is why, Chilltown. This is why. because he doesn't have the discipline and the dedication and he doesn't have the mental toughness that all those other greats had. And I'm gonna tell you, hold on. I'm gonna tell you like this, right? Chilltown.
What do you want from him?
Hold on 20? Bob, hold on 1 second, Bob. Hold on.
You want 45 and 20 from AD?
Bob, hold on, Bob. Just listen to what I'm saying for 1 second.
Got me out here defending Anthony
hold on,
Davis.
Bob,
Can't believe this.
I'm listening to you. Keep going, Ticket. Keep going.
Bro, just
I
listen
heard enough. I ain't listening.
I just want you to understand where I'm coming from, bro. Bro, we see AD, right? We can say AD got 24 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 blocks, and everybody say, hey, AD balled out. But that ain't AD's ceiling. He's not maxing out what he can do. He's giving you great play, but he ain't giving you the best of what he can give you. What I'm saying is that hold on. I'm gonna give you an example right now. I want y'all to listen. When you think about
beware false prophets. What are you talking about, my nigga?
Hold on, Bob. Let me finish. When you think about players that max out, great players in NBA history, right. When we talk about Jordan, he maxed out his potential. We talking about max out. You've seen it, right? Okay, now we talking about Hakeem, max out. You understand what I'm saying? When we talk about the big fundamental, Tim Duncan, even though he was in the system with Greg Popovich, he maxed out. He gave you what he was supposed to give you. He maxed.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm saying with
can I get 30 seconds?
I'm gonna let you go, Bob. I'm gonna see. Listen.
Get 30 seconds?
I'm saying, hold on. I'm gonna give you just one thing. I'm gonna let you go. I'm saying with AD, out of 100, AD has given us 75 in his career, and I'm still saying he got 25 that he can still give. That's what I'm saying.
You think he could be Olajuwon? You think he should have been Olajuwon good?
Nigga.
It's a simple question. You think should he have been Olajuwon good?
Chilltown. You've had all the great players say this. Listen to what the legends say about AD. Listen to what Kevin Garnett and all these dudes say. They said, man, I can't believe this dude. They said this dude got everything. KG sat up there on the show with Paul Pierce and said, bro, AD don't max and reach his full potential. Kevin Garnett said, that's why I don't work out with these cats no more. Because they don't want to max out. They don't want to reach their full potential, bro. I have a problem with that.
Let's stop talking about what people are saying. Let's talk about what we're watching. Let's start talking about what we watching instead of what niggas are saying.
Right, and I'm watching the dude.
Because if you watch the games, I'm gonna speak on last night's game. If you watch what AD was doing last night, what else could he do? He's attacking the basket in transition. He's hitting step back threes when the shot clock is expiring. He's rebounding out of his mind.
He should be doing that all the time, Big Ox. He should be doing that all the time, Big Ox.
The season just started, Chilltown. Don't catch this nigga.
That's what he. No. This is what I'm saying. You
want around be protecting when this nigga gets the capping. And I can't stand it no more.
I'm going off what he said.
What are y'all talking about, bro? Come on.
I'm not on that train.
At least wait for him. At least wait for him. The least y'all can do, the least you can do is wait for him to start playing bad or something. He has been showing his ass all from the
last 2 games, 30 and 14.
I know the season just started.
Last 2 games,
this whole season, AD has been giving you exactly what you're asking for. Be grateful, my nigga. Be grateful. What AD has been doing. All right, bro. I heard you for the last 15 minutes. Give me 15 seconds. AD these past 3 games has been doing exactly what you're talking about. So until he starts doing. Oh yeah, exactly? So okay, so if you're gonna say that, keep that same energy for everybody you're talking about. Keep that same energy for Scoot Henderson too. 3 games. You just said it. It's been 3 games. Watch basketball, bro. He's been showing out. No. It's not okay. I'm not done yet. Look, as of now, AD is balling. AD is giving you Kevin Garnett type shit right now. AD is giving you Hakeem shit right now. So let that happen. Stop talking about he's not maximizing his potential. Are you watching basketball? Are you just talking narrative? Why don't you start? Well, I mean, we listening to you, nigga, and you're up here talking bullshit. You ain't listening to me because you bullshit. You bullshit. Don't put me on mute. Mute your ass. We're gonna listen to you for 20 minutes hating. That's all you doing is hating for 20 straight fucking minutes. You got a picture of Dwight Howard as your avatar, but you was pure hatred. This is all it is hate. Oh my
Okay,
God, I
just
can't believe you got me
just
up here
like you
defending
on
the
me, right? You
Lakers.
jealous, right?
This is crazy.
You jealous.
This is
You
crazy,
jealous,
bro.
right?
2 Lakers.
You jealous, right?
Jealous?
Yeah, now hold on, Bob. So the
Jealous
question is,
of what?
Hold on, Bob.
No,
Now, I want you to
hold
listen to
on. Of
this.
what? Jealous of what?
I'm talking to AD right now, bro. Get lost. Go to Hawaii somewhere. Straight up and down. When you come into camp,
I don't give a fuck about what he talk about. That's some old shit.
That's what you should be focused on. You should go for the MVP for the 2022-23 season. All
22, 23, so you playing some old shit?
I'm the OG, and that's what I do.
Man, Ron, mute this nigga, man. Why we always got to deal with this type of shit?
For life,
Can we please talk basketball instead of narrative?
Hey, I'll mute either one of you niggas. Whoever hit my cash app first. I got you.
Stinking ass up, man.
Now hold on. Now hold on. Now hold on. Now here the problem. Ticket. The
What the hell
problem
is going on? You said 2022 tweet.
Even if that's true.
That's a fact. Hold on. I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about his
Even
whole
if that's
career.
true. Even if that's true.
Even
Even if that's true. Did Anthony Davis not come into camp this year in the best shape of his life?
And what happened off the back? What happened off the back? What happened off the back, you old ass nigga? What happened?
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up.
He let you down, right?
Two of the three games that we played so far, he's averaging 30 and 14.
But he let you down.
The one game that he played, one game he played against the best player on the planet, who's better than him, he felt he didn't play very well. But the last 2 games, he's averaging 30 and 14. So if this continues, he's going to be in the league MVP race.
Okay.
Period.
You want to bet that?
That's not my opinion. That's a
fact. Bet that, or you want to go off history? Fact. You want to bet? Hold on.
You just brought up something from last year. You're talking about history. You just brought up something from last year, Ticket.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, Damo.
That's what I'm talking about. Hold on.
I'm sorry, Damo.
That's what I'm saying. Hold on, chill town. That's what I said to you, nigga. Listen to what I said.
You just brought up something from last year.
Hold on. I said for his career, nigga. I said for his career, nigga. He haven't maxed out.
We already went over that. The fact that you don't think he's maxed out. At this point right now, with Anthony Davis, I think we've seen it all. However, he's still balling. He's still super nice. He's still one of the best players in the league. And that's why the Lakers won't win again, because you accept that shit. And guess what? Your fucking that's
cousin,
30 and 14.
Your cousin.
That's arguably the best defensive player in the game. I'm accepting the fact that a guy. I'm accepting a guy right now who is at the. No, you listen. So we're talking about a guy at this point. We're talking about a guy at this point, as of right now, who's 30 and 14 over the last 2 games. Arguably the best defensive player in the game, who really can't do much more than what he's doing. Last season, he had gotten hurt. We're talking about a dude who led the league in rebounding for the amount of games he played.
What happened in the playoffs?
He should have been.
What happened in the playoffs?
He played against a better player who outplayed him.
No.
He played against a better player who outplayed him. That's what happened.
Was he consistent?
He played against a better player who outplayed him. Period.
Was he consistent?
That's it.
Was he consistent?
He played against a better player who outplayed him.
Damo, was he consistent? Because guess what, Chilltown? Austin Reeves was consistent.
Don't even get me started with that dude.
Austin Reeves was consistent in the playoffs.
Do you think that they go as far as they go without Anthony Davis on that crew? No, you hold on. Do you think that this crew last season, what they were doing, do you think that they go as far as they do, take Anthony Davis's production off the table? Yes or no?
You're not hearing what I'm saying.
No, I heard everything that you just said. Once again, Ticket, do you think this unit last season goes as far as they go, take Anthony Davis's production off the table? Yes or no?
If he does what he's supposed to do, they don't get swept, nigga.
I'm going to take that as a no. Damo?
Yeah, if he do what he's supposed to do, they don't get swept, nigga.
Damo, as you were saying.
A bunch of fucking haters on here. I hate every last
We haters.
Fuck every last
you
one
got
of you
some.
bitches.
You got some
yo,
nerve.
Damo.
Ron. And these stupid assholes. Hey, Ron. When they run around and play like shit,
you want to go get a pot and call a kettle black. You got some nerve calling us haters. You are the epitome of that shit. That's what you are.
I love you.
I love you.
Get out of here. This dude is nuts.
Y'all some hoes.
Get the hell out of here.
Even if you hate me, bro, I love you, bro.
Nah, nigga, y'all niggas some hoes in real life because y'all accepting mediocrity. And this
what is mediocrity? Are you really sitting here telling us
mediocrity
Davis is a mediocre player?
Mediocrity.
Y'all playing like a wild right
This is
there.
crazy.
Up and down. No.
Go ahead, Damo.
Fellas, Damo has a question, and I agree with Ticket, by the way. Y'all accept it and it's sad. But go ahead, Damo.
It's insane to me that I have a panel full of motherfuckers who play this great game of basketball that have brought us together and will seriously sit here and say, because Anthony Davis didn't become, and I don't want to misquote you, the best power forward, what, in the NBA or in the history of the NBA? Because he's not that. Because he's not top 3 power forwards in NBA history in your eyes right now. Because he didn't do that, he didn't reach, he didn't fulfill his, he's only 75% of what he should be. Dude, Anthony Davis came into the league, and I don't think people understand this. Did you watch him in Kentucky? Wait, before you answer it's rhetorical. I know you're going to say yeah. So you're going to know Calipari limited his game and made him look like a defensive player. So coming into the league, the notion on AD was he should be the supreme defensive big, and his offensive game will come. I don't know if you know, but Anthony Davis has become one of the better offensive bigs since he's been playing the game of basketball. At no point in his career outside of what? Outside of his first 2 years. So from year 3 on, he has been easily top 5 in the league at his position. And then you take a guy who was only playing on a team not by himself, but as the best player. He had the expectation of being the best player. That was the year he put up the best stats. You take him, you put him on the team with LeBron James, and now you're asking him to be a 1B or number 2, and he delivers a fucking championship, and we're going to say he's being mediocre. The year after he wins it, no. I let everybody talk. I didn't make a peep, nigga. I was quiet. You couldn't even put your timer on for when niggas talk when I was sitting there, because I didn't want to say nothing. So you're going to listen to me. All I'm saying is when it comes to Anthony Davis, the year he wins a chip, the next year he gets hurt. The year after he gets hurt. And now we're talking about a guy who after those 2 years comes and gives you 26 and 13 as the second option while playing all-world defense. I don't know if you were – listen, expectations for rookies is this. If I say when you get drafted as number 1 pick or number 10 pick, you should be a supreme defender. So a 3-time block champ and a 4-time all-defensive player seems pretty goddamn good to me. I'm sorry niggas just can't go and get defensive player of the years when they want. But I promise you, Kevin Garnett's sitting there saying, you should be looking to, you need to go Hawaii and Cancun, come back. You need to think about being an MVP. Nigga, we're thinking about championships. You're worried about a damn MVP. Who cares? Play good enough to be an NBA champion. Play winning basketball. Hey, that's fine. That's fine. I don't care what you would say. All I'm saying, okay, all right, you're not letting me finish what I'm saying, so you're a hypocrite. You're not letting me finish. I didn't interrupt you, Ticket. I didn't interrupt you. Ticket, I did not speak when you were speaking.
You just another hating ass nigga that's in my way.
Can I finish my point? Can I finish my point, Ticket? I didn't interrupt you. Ticket, I didn't interrupt you. Can I finish? Can I finish? You're hoes, but you're talking over people because niggas don't agree with you. Because you sit around listening to old ass niggas talk about what they believe, and because they play, that makes it true. But these niggas religiously be wrong, and you ignore that. That's crazy. I bet you would take Kenyon Martin's word as well, but he's gonna tell you Luka not like that.
Nobody hating on you, Ticket. We just don't agree with you.
Hold up right quick, fellas. Hey, I need one mic.
Soft ass niggas, man.
Mars Cruiser was good. I had to put all of them out. Listen, y'all, I need one mic. Y'all can all go crazy. Just go crazy one at a time.
Nah, them niggas cut me off. It's 4-on-1.
It ain't no 4-on-1, Ticket. No, it ain't. It's not 4-on-1 No, it's not.
I ain't even doing nothing, bro.
It's not. It's not 4-on-1.
All I said was is that Dwight Howard for his career. I mean, not Dwight Howard. I said him. And Dwight Howard too. You can put him in there. Come on.
Anthony Davis.
But Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard, they all in that same realm. For their career, they did not max out. Bro, just because you play good 3 or 4 games, 5, 6, 7 games in a row don't mean shit. Bro, listen, the great ones, you bring it every
single day. Cut me off, and we're going to act like this shit is normal.
I'm not
This is
finished.
crazy.
You're not hearing me.
No,
it is
just
normal for the
finish.
greats, nigga.
I
We're
wasn't
top
finished.
75 all
We
time.
just
Nigga,
disagree
it's
with you, bro. It's no
Hold on,
problem.
hold
We
on,
just
hold on,
disagree.
hold on,
That's
Ron.
all. We just
I'ma say
disagree.
this,
Ron,
It's
come
not
on,
that
gang.
serious.
I was with my
They
hands
don't
up quiet.
understand, Ron.
I
They
didn't
don't
interrupt this
understand.
nigga.
Come on,
There's
Ron.
no way he
They
just
don't
interrupts
understand.
me and then gets his. All right, bro.
I'm not. You don't understand.
Damo, that's how this shit work, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Why
Go
y'all
ahead.
need
That's
Ron.
crazy.
This is why y'all need
Damo,
Ron.
you gotta get used to that shit, Damo.
Nah,
That's
no,
how
fuck
it
that.
goes.
This shit not normal no more, nigga.
All right,
Damo,
so hey,
Damo.
hey, we moving on. We moving on, y'all. We moving on. We're not talking about AD no more. We're not talking about AD no more. Ticket, relax. Ticket, relax.
I mean that. Hey, Ron, I stand on that shit.
Chill,
I say,
double.
man, I don't respect that shit, bro. Them niggas,
All right,
all the niggas doing this channel is trying to go against you when I say something. Hold on.
Damo,
When I
we
say
all
Ticket,
right.
it's cool. We moving on.
Interrupt me.
No, we are not. That's bullshit. That's nonsense.
When he
That's
don't
nonsense.
show up, Ron. When he don't show up and do what he's supposed to do, and the Lakers get their ass bounced early, they gonna come in here blaming AD, nigga. Tell him he ain't do what he's supposed to do. So they glazing him now.
Hold on,
Hey, Ron, do you remember when they played? They just played Denver. They played Denver a couple of nights ago.
Ticket, relax, relax. We only got one mic. We only got one mic. Ticket or chill talk. I don't care who it is. Only one of y'all talk.
So they played Denver. They played Denver the first night, and he got outplayed by Joker. The next night did I not say against Phoenix, he'll probably go 30 and 19 against them.
Who did he play?
He goes 30 and 13
What
against
big man
them.
did he play?
The very next night, he goes up against
Hill said he don't get 30. He didn't play nobody.
Two nights later, he goes up against DeMontis Sabonis, who was an all-NBA performer, who was at the top of the league in rebounding. He puts 30 and 16 on him and 3 blocks and plays at an elite level. So just because I'm not as good as the first guy that I went up against,
I know why you niggas
does not mean that I'm not that good. And DeMontis wasn't bad. The difference in that, the difference in that,
Ticket, my nigga. Let you talk.
The difference in that game last night was in the first quarter. That was the difference, Ox. The Lakers came out real flat, and the Sacramento Kings put 41 up in the first quarter. At that point, they was looking uphill the entire game. That was the difference in the game. But when you talk about a guy like Anthony Davis, who after one game playing against one dude who is better than him, even though he is playing as hard as he possibly can, playing against a dude who is better than him, he comes out the very next night, 30 and 13, knocking down the mid-range, cleaning glass. And then the next night after that, against DeMontis Sabonis, all-NBA performer, one of the best rebounders in the league, 30 and 16, one of the better glass cleaners in the game, one of the best defensive players. He was doing all of this against these guys.
Did he max out his potential in your eyes?
In
your eyes, did he max out, chill? In your eyes, did AD reach his maximum potential as a basketball player in your eyes?
Chill. Answer this, and then we moving on. We're not talking about AD for the rest of the show.
No, Ron.
Answer this, chill, and then we moving on.
Taking my question out of context. I said he did not max out as a player.
Right.
Certain players max out, certain players don't. Bro, you can still be great and not max out. I can still go out here and get 25 and 10 and do that shit in my sleep. LeBron come out here and get you 20 to 8 and 8, 24, 8 and 8 in his sleep. That don't mean he maxed out. Maybe LeBron maxing out is 30s, 9, 10, and 10. Y'all don't understand that. Period.
So
and look at
Shaq.
Shaq agrees. Hold on. Shaq agrees with me in the comment section. All I'm saying is, bro, is that even when AD was on the court, the clear inconsistencies. Y'all one night 30 and 10, the next night 14 and 7. Come on, man. You ain't maxing out. You ain't reaching your full potential and being aggressive and doing what you're supposed to do on a nightly basis. This is the type of stuff Kevin Garnett was talking about. This is why he said he don't like the league no more. This is the type of stuff that Charles Barkley was talking about. That's why I don't like the league no more. This is what Shaq was saying on Inside the NBA after the other night. He said he's very disappointed in AD. The dude is inconsistent and he ain't reached his max potential, bro.
You're bringing up old shit.
I'm not.
All right, y'all. It's time to move on. We gonna get into some current news. All right.
This nigga
we got 3 teams we gonna talk about. 3 teams that have been the most impressive to you guys. I'm gonna go around the room. I'm gonna go around the room. Yo, ticket, bro. Relax. I'm gonna go around the room. I'm gonna ask everybody. I'm gonna go around the room. I'm gonna ask everybody who they think is the most impressive team, and y'all tell me which 3 you got. Damo, I'm gonna start with you. I know you really got something to get off your chest.
So far this season, I've been surprised, not even surprised, just excited. Definitely enjoying the Pacers. Been enjoying watching the Pacers play. Definitely been enjoying watching the Pacers play. Personally, as crazy as it is, the Clippers. I've been enjoying watching Clipper basketball. My hatred for Westbrook means I have to watch him play so I can hate on him. But he's been relatively straight. I can't do too much hating. There are some things, but for the most part, I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Clippers. And most importantly, who we should have been talking about way more than Anthony Davis, the Lakers, or anybody, especially the Thunder right now, the damn Pistons. Cade is him. Jalen Duren is him. I said it all off season. Niggas looked at me like I was crazy. I said Asar Thompson was going to be one of the better defenders in the league, and I was told I was trolling. Damo, stop trolling. A rookie really. Yes, a rookie really has really, in his first 3 games, guarded the best players on the team religiously, and when niggas is hot, he comes put the fire out. Zach LaVine went up there and got his career high. They put Thompson on him. There was no more going on for Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine really slowed down once Thompson got on him and just made good things happen. So there's a lot of good things. Beef still, listen, Mars, I know you say you don't trust the 3. A lot of people saying they don't trust the 3. As long as that bitch goes in, I'm trusting it. I'm not gonna lie to you. The nigga is hitting 3s and he's spacing out the court. And at first I didn't get it. Why do you need 2 bruisers in there at the same time that's gonna clog the paint, eat glass? For defensive purposes and just for that. Eat glass, offensive rebounds. I'm not sure where they stand in the league, but they should be in the top half of the league. Personally, top 10 or 5 probably. And offensive rebounds and second chance points. I know for a fact that Asar Thompson is crazy on the glass. Way better on the glass than I thought he was going to be. But he's averaging 10 boards. And he's leading. He's the second on the team. And I'm going to say offensive rebounds. So he's really eating glass and it's great. He's just doing a bunch of things off ball great. Cade is great. I'm not liking what I'm seeing from him decision making. The turnovers are a little but he technically sat out majority of his second year. So this is still growing for him being a lead guard, especially with a team that's supposed to be a good team now, not a bad team. So I'm still wanting a little bit from him. He's super nonchalant, so him making these bad plays, it just look bad on film to me, but I get it. It's a learning thing. He's still balling, giving you 30 and 9 one night, clutch the other night. It's crazy. And his defense is underrated. Severely think no one talks about the defense of Cade Cunningham. I will say Monty Williams is probably on terrorist watch. I don't like these lineups. The Pistons community that accepted me the other day, I got welcomed into the Pistons community. They told me, hey, man, the lineups are fine. Trust it. Just trust the process. So, hey, I'm trusting the process. I'm not liking Killian starting over Jaden Ivey, but I get it. The Pistons boys talked me into it. I get it.
I don't get it neither, Big. I don't get it neither, Dom.
It's because it's defensive purposes and for the fact of Killian he's better used. Even I feel like he should stop shooting, but he's better used defensively and being that secondary playmaker next to Cade because Cade's playmaking at times he give you some dumb turnovers. He throws some bad passes. So having a guy that can, what was that?
We can work that out during the course of the game. We don't need you to do that.
That's a fact. And I like Ivy coming off the bench and leading the second unit more than Hayes. I do think Ivy needs more minutes off the bench. Like he should probably be consistently 20 plus minutes a night. There should be no reason it's 15, 17 minutes for Ivy. So he should be the lead guard coming off the bench and leading that second unit. He just looks better in that role. And am I supposed to do impressed and disappointed in?
Nah. We're just gonna talk about the most impressive.
Okay, so that's really it for impressed.
So let's talk about coaching for a second, all right? Because nobody's talking about how good a coach Monty Williams is. So when you got Mark Williams, who I was high on, when you have him guarding Jalen Duren in the pick and roll, and instead of him just hedging and getting back to his man, no, what Cade Cunningham is doing, but also Alec Burke is doing off this pick and roll, Cade Cunningham is dragging him 6-7 feet away from where the pick is, and he's shooting the basketball, which now puts Jalen Duren in position to rebound, which is the same as basically throwing the ball to the rim and having him shoot it. Now, when you got a guy like Jalen Duren, Damo, when I don't have to teach you the other stuff. When I say the other stuff, the dirty work, getting up and down the floor, rebounding, playing hard, being a presence in the paint. When I don't have to teach you that stuff and you already good at that, the other stuff in terms of skill sets, learning how to dive to the basket, because he does look a little uncomfortable with the basketball on the perimeter. He does look a little uncomfortable with the basketball in the mid-range. I can teach you that. But when I don't have to teach you the other stuff, the motor, playing hard, being able to when I don't have to teach you that other stuff makes you look so much better. So much better. So when I think about what Cade Cunningham is doing, Jalen Duren looks to me like he could be one of the best rebounders, not just in the league. He could be one of the best rebounders for a long time. He looks like once he puts it together, once they start implementing him in the offense and he starts to improve, they can be even better. I like Alec Burks was a rotation player in New York. I think he's a rotation player, period. That's what I think Alec Burks is. He's a guy who can knock down the long ball. He's a guy who can stretch defenses and make you cover him, which opens up the lane for everybody else. But I think it's more than anything, I think Monty Williams is using these guys in a way that other coaches wouldn't. The fact that he's holding on to the fact that he has Cade Cunningham in pick and rolls, not high. He's got Cade Cunningham in pick and rolls at the three-point line, at the free throw line, where he can now either dive to the basket or drag that big man away. That's coaching right there. And I think Monty Williams is doing a really good job at that.
Damo.
Yes,
I'm not going to say I owe you an apology because, once again, this has been the theme of the show. We're this many games into the season. That many, y'all. I don't know how y'all throw your threes up, whatever. We are this many games into the season. But what I've seen from Jalen Duren has been nothing short of spectacular for him. Nothing short. If he keeps this up, even through the new year,
can I ask you? Who's the best duo on the Pistons?
Asor and all right. all right. Well, hold on, no, Bojan not back yet. So far, Cade and Duren.
Okay. Personally, I think Bojan will start, and I think that's what's going to get Killian on the bench because I did see them going Cade at the 1, Asor at the 2, Bojan at the 3 to have more scoring. Maybe, unless they're just doubling down on defense. If they're doubling down on defense, then Bojan's coming off the bench, which I'm not mad at that game plan. But 20 off the bench. I mean, the Nets running it, ain't they?
But Bojan gone.
They need to trade Bojan. Free
Bojan.
Pistons not ready, so it's time to let him go free and chase a ring.
Oh, don't worry about it, Bob. He got a first class ticket somewhere. Private jet straight to a location. I don't know where, but
I also want to ask Chilltown. So I know over the summer we had a lot of conversations about young bigs. And I was preaching, hey man, Jalen Duren is that young big. And you was preaching the name over the summer. You kept saying the name. It was Mark Williams out in Charlotte. Hey man, I feel that same way about him. I hope you see the levels between what I'm talking about when I say Jalen is just different than Mark.
Again, when I talk about coaching, Mark Williams does not look like he knows how to defend the pick and roll. And I think I think Duren, I think he maximized that. I'm watching Cade come off the screen, and I'm watching instead of Mark Williams just hedging and getting back to his man, because those screens weren't really that. It's not like Jalen Duren was screening hard. It was screens where all he had to do was just open up and get through the screen. But instead, Mark Williams is chasing Cade Cunningham off the screen 7, 8, 9 feet away from where the screen originated. Jalen's diving to the basket. Cade shoots. He's getting a lot of stuff at the rim, whether it's off the backboard or Cade is just throwing it up to the rim. Now, don't get me wrong. I did watch him push Mark Williams around a little bit. I did watch that. So with that being said, he does. I think he looks at Jalen Duren as, all right, this is going to be the measuring stick. I'm going to have to get stronger. I'm still on the Mark Williams train, 100%, but it's necessary to get your ass kicked by somebody and go, all right, I'm not what I think I am, and I do need to improve. I do.
Can I also say Brandon Miller in that game against the Pistons, I already respected him. He triple folded that. Like, he tripled my respect to literally look Isaiah Stewart and Jalen Duren in their eyes and just, you want to meet in a tunnel? Like, really was about it. Like, he was not. They were about to fight.
Yeah.
He got into 2 altercations. And then dunked on him. He got into a little altercation with Isaiah Stewart and then dunked on him the next play. And then during a little break, I want to say him and Nick Richards or him and Duren or him and Duren bumped, or Nick Richards and Duren bumped. Then him and Stewart ran up, and again he did not back down. I was like, "Oh yeah, Brandon Miller." That he's about
I digress. But Mars,
don't go there.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. But Mars, I know you said you watched a lot of Pistons games. Are you impressed by the Pistons, or is it kind of like, this is what I expected to see?
I'm very impressed. I'm just so sad that Dom has taken all the credit of Pistons lore that I've been trying to build up since I've been.
Oh, here we fucking go.
Now it's all Domo, and he's getting all the credit. Here I was pushing Jalen Duren propaganda from when he got drafted, but now Domo is the Jalen Duren guy. I'm like, oh,
Mars, you know how that goes. Like when you look back, well, that's one thing. You weren't loud enough. Damo came in a little louder, but when they think of you and they think of the Pistons, they run directly to that Killian guy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And James Wiseman too. James Wiseman going there and really like
got drafted, baby Dwight Howard, but here's Domo saying it, and all of a sudden it applies. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I wasn't saying this the whole time, but cool. But yeah, I'm very happy with how Detroit have looked. I guess the best way I can say about Asar Thompson, when me and Domo were both putting him on the all defensive team. But here he goes getting credit for that again, like whatever. But the sign of how good he's been, no one cares that he's shooting 26% from the field. That's how good he's been. No one cares because he's been so good defensively. He's rebounded so well. He's made the right decisions when it comes to playmaking more often than not. That we don't care that he cannot score in the half court. We're just saying he'll figure it out. We're gonna let it go. He's still so valuable that he needs to play. I think that's the best sign that I think we can show of how good he's been on, especially on defense. Cade and Jalen kind of speak for themselves. Killian Hayes defensively has been good. Now, I will say offensively, I don't really get the fit, especially when I think Jaden Ivey is a capable playmaker himself. I don't think you really need Killian Hayes out there. I think Jaden Ivey, the ability to get downhill is something that they kind of do miss in the half court sometimes. Alec Burks has been fantastic, by the way. Getting to the free throw line, shooting threes. He's been great for them. Joe Harris has not been great, but Marvin Bagley has been very good. And at some point, we will see James Wiseman minutes. I don't know when, but at some point, we'll see how he looks. But overall, Detroit have been very impressive. But Domo kind of covered everything there is to cover when it comes to Detroit. But them having 3 double-digit rebounders is something that I don't know if it's going to last the whole season, but they might come pretty close to it because Asar's a tremendous rebounder. Isaiah Stewart is, and Jalen Duren might lead the league in rebounds unironically this year. So I think they've made a huge identity when it comes to defense and rebounding, which seems to be the identity of every Detroit team that wants to be good. So they're just following the mold, I guess. I'm very impressed with what I've been seeing.
Cool. Yo,
Go ahead, Cruiser. My bad.
Cruiser, you've been on for a little bit. We ain't heard from you, my man. Which teams are the most impressive for you so far? If you have 3, give us 3.
All right. First team, I'm gonna go to Orlando Magic. I like Orlando. Those guys still young. I think they kind of picked up where they left off last year. I think they length don't get mentioned enough. They are very long. They bothered a lot of people defensively. I think as of right now, the first 3 games, they might have the number 1 defensive league. I'm not sure. Y'all basketball guys probably look that up. I like those young guys, man. I like first round draft pick. What's his name? I got a brain fart right now. Markelle Fultz. You know what I mean? I really like the turnaround that he's made in this game and stuff like that, man. Really picked up. Nobody's seen that coming. It was looking bad for him, but for him to stick it out and to find his way back, man, that says a lot about his character and finding somebody who can believe in him. So I like him. Man, and then a team that I didn't give enough respect to, that I should have gave enough respect to, and it's just 3 games, so I don't want to feel like I'm overreacting, but the Sacramento Kings, man, watching them, listen, that offense do not stop, man, and De'Aaron Fox is an absolute monster. That dude different. He frail, but, man, that dude there, man, that pick and roll, that dribble handoff between him and Sabonis bringing that ball up the court, man, Sabonis just pissed me off sometimes because sometimes I think he passed up some shots. And old age Bobby Brown, sometimes he could be a little erratic. Sometimes he has ones that could have been turnovers last night. I was like, God dang, boy, slow down. But man, the Sacramento Kings, man, that's a team. Those 2 teams right there, man, that I've really been impressed with the first 3 games of the season.
All right, Ox, talk to us, my man. Talk to us. Who's impressive for you so far?
Malik Monk.
Mini Mac sauce, that's what you call him, Big Ox?
Mini Mac sauce.
Mini Mac sauce, that's what you call him.
Sasha Vezenkov. Shaq just said it. Sasha. I just want to know, because I mean we talked about you don't got to full screen me around. It ain't no big deal. You know, it's nothing. It's not no big deal like that. But we talked about Scoop Spent time talking about the Pistons, with all due respect. Spent time hating on Anthony Davis. But last night was damn near the best game of the season in this small season so far, right? I want to know how this show will be going right now had the Lakers came back and won. You know what I'm saying? If the Lakers would have,
you can answer that question, Big Ox.
Whole different show, right? We wouldn't have spent all this time talking about these weak ass squads we've been sitting around talking about. But when De'Aaron Fox comes out and plays like MVP, when De'Aaron Fox ankle touches the ground and he comes back in and balls the fuck out, gets us to overtime, we don't mention that. When Malik Monk comes out and gives you 10 in overtime, we don't talk about that. When the refs give us 5 fouls in the first minute and 30 seconds of the second half, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. The NBA hates Sacramento, and there's nothing they can do with us. There's nothing they can do with us. But I'm gonna leave it alone. I forgot this is the Laker media cartel, and we're not allowed to talk.
That's what you're here for, Ox. You here to dispel that. That's what you're doing here, Big Ox.
It's all good. I'm gonna stay in line, Chilltown. I don't want to lose my gig, Chilltown. I'm gonna stay in line.
No, that's what you're here for.
I'm gonna just go ahead and answer the question. Mm-hmm. The most impressed teams I've been so far. I'm impressed by the Warriors. I like what I saw from the Warriors. I ain't gonna lie.
What did you like about him before you get to the other two teams?
I didn't expect this. Chris Paul is doing Chris Paul type things at an older age. You know what I'm saying? Helping. What you call it? Direct traffic. I like that from Chris. I think he's gonna play a very important role with them. I like the aggression from Jonathan Kuminga. I do. He's being aggressive. I like how he gets in that mid-range. He get that turnaround jump shot. He's rising up over the top, shooting that. He's not, shying away from it. I like that from Jonathan Kuminga. I mean, obviously Steph Curry. Steph Curry, you know what I'm saying? And he's still Steph. He's still Steph. So I like that. I like that Steph is not, you know what I'm saying? I like that Steph isn't allowing himself to be washed or whatever people want to say. He's not taking the back roll to the young guys or deferring to anybody. Steph Curry is still a killer, and gotta love it. I love that from Steph. Honestly, though, y'all, I was really sick this weekend, so I haven't really seen as many games as I would have liked to watch. So I'm not gonna speak on too many teams that I haven't seen, but I'm impressed by the Celtics too. I guess it's not a big surprise, but the Celtics, it can be anybody. You got to pick your poison with the Celtics. You can't just come in and be like, oh, we can stop JT and stop KP and we'll win. It don't work like that because Jaylen Brown will turn up. Derrick White will turn up. Jrue Holiday will turn up. Derrick White and Jrue Holiday, best defensive backcourt I've seen since somebody help me out. When have we seen a defensive backcourt like this?
Since Marcus Smart and Derrick White?
No, Jrue Holiday's a better defender than Marcus Smart.
But it's the best one since.
But that's cool. But that's cool though. That's cool though. I'll rock with that. So besides that though, you don't get this type of defensive pressure much. I definitely like that from them. So impressed by them. And obviously the third team I'm impressed with, I don't got to say much. It's the Sacramento Kings. But I don't know who else. Because like I said, I haven't been able to see as many games as I thought I'd be able to. I've been really under the weather this past week, so I've been kind of sleeping it off. But yeah, man, I'm just enjoying basketball. I love it. Basketball's back, and I'm loving it. And y'all motherfuckers are in trouble. Motherfuckers are in trouble.
Hey, Bob, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I thought the Kings gonna kind of take a step back. I thought because last year I thought they surprised some people, but man, that offense, man, is just outside of Denver. I think put like this: Denver's more efficient, but I don't think Denver got a better score as much points.
More firepower.
Yes, that they just keep coming all game long. It's like nonstop. I was like, damn, do they ever stop?
Hey,
Mars, they keep coming.
Yes, bro.
Non-stop ejaculation, Mars.
Yes. Wow. That's definitely Damo. I would tell you to focus, Damo, but in that particular situation, that's definitely a pause moment right there. What I did dig though, Big Ox, last night, and I don't know, there wasn't a lot of people who caught it. I dug when Keegan Murray turned down a shot and Mike Brown looked down that bench.
I was about to bring that up.
Get him.
He don't play with Keegan.
When you got your coach telling guys, if you turning down shots, you can't be on the floor. You want to play for somebody like that. You want
you see what he did though, Chilltown, right? He brought Sasha to the bench.
Yep.
Keegan seen Sasha fired up that one in transition. He said, "Go sit down, Sasha."
You good. But the idea is to let you know, if you're going to be on the floor, I need you to do what you're good at. There's no reason for you to be on. Why are you on the floor if you're turning down shots? Why do I have you out here? If you're not going to shoot the basketball, which you are exceptional at, what are you doing out here? And if he does that, when he sees that, that gives him more confidence in other areas, not just in shooting the basketball. You know what? I'm going to defend more, because if I defend more, that means I'm going to get the ball more. If I rebound more, I'm going to get the ball more. That makes me want to play harder for this dude, because he's imploring me, shoot the basketball. And if you're not going to shoot the basketball, you shouldn't be on the floor. I'm digging that about him. I dig it.
I love Coach Brown. He's a psychopath, and I love those type of coaches. You gotta be a psychopath to be a great coach. He is a certified. He's 5150. He's crazy, and I love it. The thing too, and I know. Like I said on Saturday, Chilltown, I spent all season last season defending Kevin Huerter, and then I've been really upset with Kevin Huerter. But what you got to realize, Kevin Huerter is playing really good defense.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I mean, Kevin Huerter is playing his ass off on that defensive end.
Yes, he is.
He's rebounding. He's playing defense. And when you're a shooter like that, your shot's gonna fall. And that was my thing last night. Keegan didn't do shit until the third quarter. Kevin Huerter wasn't playing very well at all, and that the game was just a little way too close for comfort. But once we all get on the same page, and once Trey Lyles is healthy, he comes back to shore up that second unit. Because I already said. I was really upset with y'all during the offseason when y'all said that the Nets had a better bench than us, and I'm still completely against that. I think we do have one of the top 5 benches in the NBA. I would actually say top 3, but I'm gonna be humble and keep it at 5. When Trey Lyles comes back, it's really a wrap for that second unit. And no, I don't think anybody's looking forward to playing this. And when you just see the dog that in De'Aaron Fox. The dog of De'Aaron Fox, he's going at everybody. He's attacking Anthony Davis at the paint. He's putting Anthony Davis in the spin cycle in the paint. It's another level. De'Aaron Fox is getting better and better. You know what I'm saying? And when his ankle touches the ground, he's on the ground for a minute. He comes back. You can see he's clearly hurt. And if I was Mike Brown, I would have sat him down from the beginning. Like, if we lose this game, that's whatever. You just can't play no more. He let him come out and rock. And then sat him down in overtime. And Malik Monk finished the job for his brother. That's what I love to see.
Hey, Ox, I got a question for you. One person though, bro. I don't like when he touched the ball though. I just think something bad gonna happen. Harrison Barnes, bro. Y'all probably need to get rid of him, bro. Bro, when I see him with the ball, I be like, bro, get that ball out that boy's hands, man.
Yo, Cruiser, did you see the game before though?
I disagree, but
did you see the game the night before?
Yeah, he balled out.
I mean, like when there was times and it was times at the end of the game or towards the end of the game when this shit was getting kind of hectic, and I was just like, can somebody please get a ball to Harrison so we can calm this shit down? You know what I'm saying? Harrison Barnes is our think box. You know what I mean? Him and De'Aaron, that's our him and De'Aaron, that's our think box. And DeMontis, you know what I'm saying? Harrison Barnes he's probably not going to have those 35-point games like he did against Utah, but we don't need that from Harrison. We need Harrison to be our deep breath. You know what I'm saying? The guy that's going to relax, y'all. We good. But to your point though, I've been saying, like, we love Harrison Barnes in Sacramento. I love Harrison Barnes. I liked Harrison Barnes before he came to Sac. But in order for us to take that next step, I do think we're going to have to move off of Harrison. But, you know, as of now, I got nothing but love for Harrison Barnes.
Yo, I do want to ask you guys, pound for pound, are the Kings the best three-point shooting team in the league? Pound for pound.
I will say so.
When you go from top to bottom. When you go from top to bottom.
Hold on. What you mean, like, when you say best three-point shooting team, efficiently or just
no? Do they have the best collection of shooters?
Well, Ron, Steph Curry fucking up the game. He should have never took De'Aaron under his wing. This is Steph Curry fault.
That's inside. That's inside information you can get right there.
Yeah, he shouldn't have done that. On top of that too, I also credit Steph Curry because if y'all realize, you know, De'Aaron is wearing those shoes now. He wears those shoes, wears the ankle braces too. So I believe that might have saved De'Aaron from a serious injury. You know what I mean? So a lot of people laughing like, oh, he's son De'Aaron. De'Aaron's his son now. He literally owns De'Aaron. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. And if you feel that way, then you just don't understand business.
He might get a mold. He might,
but you know what I'm saying? It's like
now.
Yeah, De'Aaron, I mean, Steph Curry has his own brand, and the first person he signs is De'Aaron Fox. That's actually a credit to how good De'Aaron Fox is. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not that big a deal, but whatever.
Hey,
I mean, that shit was ugly, and I hope De'Aaron can bounce back sometime soon. I don't expect him to play for the next couple games. I don't know what happens exactly.
To answer your question, Ron, I will go Celtics, Nuggets, and then the Kings. And I'm gonna tell you why. When I see I just don't see Nuggets missing too many open shots, open threes. You know what I mean? And when the Celtics shoot the ball, sometimes I always think it's going in. When I watch them release that ball, even if it don't, sometimes I think it's going in.
Cruiser, I feel that way about the Kings. And the Kings don't have as big of names, but everybody that they put on the floor, to me, is damn near a sharpshooter outside of De'Aaron Fox, but De'Aaron can shoot it. We just think of him more as a slasher, but De'Aaron really got a flame. And also, I'm gonna leave JaVale out of this. He's the one guy in their rotation who obviously is not a 3-point shooter. Davion Mitchell too. We don't categorize him as a shooter, but Davion can shoot the ball too. He's not a bad shooter.
Hit an open three.
He can.
But when you go down the list, you can go Kevin Huerter,
Montes or JaVale or any of them.
But still though, you can go Kevin Huerter, Keegan Murray, Sasha Vezenkov, Trey Lyles, Harrison Barnes. Stop when I don't name a shooter. Malik Monk.
Yeah, they can shoot.
I ain't gonna lie. Your name is shooters, but Boston have a shooter at every position. That's the difference.
Well,
I'm not every single position is shooting threes. Like
Walt's a shooter too, big up.
They do though, Mars.
Derek White, Drew Holiday. Then off the bench, you got guys like like Sam Hauser, Al Horford. Like they have shooters everywhere. Whereas the Kings might have more elite shooters, but they also have non-shooters, whereas I don't think Boston have any non-shooters.
The Kings only have one non-shooter, and that's JaVale McGee. Do not let
DeMontis not a shooter.
No, he is not. He's not.
DeMontis just chooses
being able to make a three occasionally doesn't. He's not a shooter.
DeMontis really he shoots the three efficiently. He doesn't shoot it at a high clip.
Being able to shoot and shooting, those two things are not the same.
DeMontis doesn't shoot enough threes for us to categorize. He doesn't shoot enough for us to categorize him as
okay.
I agree with you.
I dig the Euro coming off the bench because there's no misunderstanding about when I come in the game. So what's not going to happen is Mike Brown is not going to look down the bench and go, yo, get him. No, he's not going to do that with me for shooting the basketball. No, he ain't going to do that with me. When I come on the floor, if I'm open, it's going up. And it's going up plenty of times. And on top of that, Ron, not only is it going up, he got a money long range game. Yes, he does. He can shoot the long ball. Yes,
and the thing too about De'Aaron being out, that doesn't slow down our offense. Like when you insert Malik and insert Davion, we're still the same high paced, high powered offense. So obviously we don't got the, you know what I mean. Well, I was about to say we don't got a go-to guy in the fourth, and I know y'all not sold on Malik Monk still to this day, but Malik can take over any quarter.
I'm sold on Malik Monk.
We're not missing a beat without De'Aaron Fox.
I'm 100% sold on Malik Monk. They made a mistake, and I understand it was a money issue in Los Angeles, but they hated letting him walk out the front door. They hated that because he absolutely
man.
They hated that. Man. He would have been, and there was plenty of guys on the crew who loved him that definitely wanted to see him. That definitely wanted to see him on the floor. Now I will tell you this, since we're on the subject of the Kings, the guy that like you talked about, Ron, the people that you impress with, the people that I'm disappointed with, Austin Reeves, yo, you gotta make open shots. Yo, what are you doing on the floor? Why are you out here? You are out here to make open shots. Same thing with D'Angelo Russell. Why are you out here if you're not gonna make open shots? Because if you're not gonna make open shots, you gotta at least distribute at a high level and play some form of defense. I'm watching Austin Reeves slide on the long ball line on the left side of the floor 1, 2, 3 times, wide open looks and missing them. I'm thinking to myself, my man, you got to knock down open shots. You have to knock down open shots. If you're not going to knock down open shots, you can't really help them. So that's going to be a big deal for them. 2 for 13, him and D'Angelo Russell as a duo, 2 for 13 on the long ball. That's a big part of the Lakers game. If you dudes ain't going to shoot the basketball and make the basket and make baskets, that's just not going to work. It's not. Because what can't happen? What can't happen, Bob, is we can't rely on Anthony Davis and James on a nightly basis to make the long ball. We can't rely on that. No.
If you're not gonna knock down those open shots, Austin, you can't be fooled on the other end.
Which he is, by the way. Which he is.
That's
but
true.
Rui almost gave me a heart attack last night.
And can we move on to who's disappointing us?
We'll get to that game.
Rui almost gave me a heart attack last night. I was like,
no, we haven't.
No, we ain't talking about it yet.
I thought I missed that.
I'll try to give you a buffer, Mars.
Talk about what?
I thought
the Lakers.
Lakers.
No, I didn't go on my Lakers ring yet because I was being respectful, letting everybody get their shit off. So I was waiting.
2 hours, Mars. 2 hours. We haven't talked about it.
Yo, but Mars, it's on you though. 3 most impressive teams so far. Who you got?
This isn't a team, but I'm counting it as a team. The Denver Nuggets bench.
Yes.
So Christian Brown, Zeke Naji, Peyton Watson, who I told everyone about, by the way, Peyton Watson. Jamal Murray's in that lineup. That bench unit from Denver. Defensively, has been elite. Peyton Watson, which is one of the reasons why I wasn't too concerned about the Bruce Brown loss, is we did the all defensive team list. I know there's only 2 teams, so he's probably not going to make it. He's of that caliber already as a defensive player. Mm-hmm. He is tremendously versatile. He can rim protect. He can block shots. He can guard 1 through 4. Like Peyton Watson is elite defensively. So I'm really high on him. Christian Brown looks very good once again, especially on defense. Zeke Naji is someone who they missed in the postseason last year as a backup big. He's going to be huge for them this year if he can stay healthy. And we were all worried about how Denver's bench was going to look. They lost 2 main guys off the bench, Jeff Green and Bruce Brown. They have the guys there. They have them. They have the guys who are going to pick up that workload. Now, whether or not they might be inexperienced in the playoffs, sure. But they have a whole season to get acclimated to each other, to play the game that they need to. And unfortunately for Mike Malone, Jokic plus minus can't get boosted if the bench is playing this well. So he might have to try and do something, because I know he's not happy with the plus minus he's seeing right now. So that's one team one part of a team I'm impressed with. This isn't okay. First of all, Alex Caruso, best defensive guard in the NBA. Just saying. But I'm not impressed with Chicago, so I can't really talk about him. But best defensive guard in the NBA.
Now, when you say best defensive guard, is it as a whole, Mars? Or because I can get with the logic that he's the best on-ball defender in the game. I can get with that. I can 100% get with that. Are you saying he's the best overall defensive guard in the game? Or wow?
Yes. That's what I'm saying. On ball, off ball, help defense, whatever you want. Alex Caruso, best defensive guard in the game. Definitely will make all defense this year. I'm impressed with OKC. I know they just got blown out by Denver, but I am still impressed with OKC. I like what Chet's been doing. Shea not getting to the free throw line has been kind of detrimental for their offense and in general. But I do really like what Chet's bringing as a rim protector. Shea is still scoring at a great level despite the game he had last night. Really like Josh Giddey's playmaking. I would like for him to be a better scorer, but I think that will come with time. And then another team that I've been impressed with that I don't think is getting enough, I want to say respect, but people just seem to be ignoring the fact that the Dallas Mavericks. I mean, Derek Lively looks good. Luka looks good.
He looks
They're
better
carrying the team. I'm not impressed with the team. I'm impressed with those Derek Lively and Luka. They have looked fantastic. Luka looks in good shape. Luka has a high motor. Luka's playing defense. Luka's doing everything that people are complaining about Luka for not doing. So I've been impressed with Luka, and I've been impressed with Derek Lively. Kyrie will figure it out. I have no doubt Kyrie will get back to his normal, efficient scoring self. Tim Hardaway will stop shooting some bad shots, but I believe that with just those two, if Derek Lively can stay locked in on defense, can remain consistent, Luka can play at an MVP level. I'm not saying they're a championship contender, but I think we had them ranked 24th, 25th
on the bottom.
They're for sure better. And then there is a lot of teams that I haven't watched that I wanted to watch, which is like the Indiana Pacers. I wanted to watch them, but Jarvis Walker's not playing. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if Rick Carlisle doesn't like him or whatever the case. The Utah Jazz, but Taylor Hendricks isn't playing. I don't know what that's about.
Oh, we knew that was going to happen. They got too many forwards. They have too many power forwards, and he's not going to play the three. They're going to have
like you took him number 9, and then you get John Collins, and now you're not even playing your number 9 pick. I'm like,
I think they're going to trade John Collins.
Keontae George is playing. Very high on Keontae George, by the way. Like what I'm seeing from him. Like what I saw from him in the summer league. Like Keontae George. But if you take someone number 9 in the draft, and realistically your team's not aiming to be great, I think you'd be playing him. But I'm not in the front office, and I've still been impressed with Brooklyn, despite the fact they're 0-2. I think they've been in very close games that they just haven't been able to close out due to I think their offense isn't great. But I have been impressed with Brooklyn in the time I've watched them defensively, and Cam Thomas is easily the best scorer on that team, and he should.
I don't think it's the question. Yeah,
he should definitely be starting, in my opinion. And Nicholas Claxton didn't even play one of the games, so the defensively, I think they've been very good. I just don't know where their offense is coming from outside of Cam Thomas consistently. But yeah, those are the teams I guess I've been impressed with.
Hey,
more so players actually.
Oh, sorry. Do you think Mikal Bridges took it like his offensive game ain't got back to where it was towards the end of the year last year?
I think at the end of the year last year he was going through a shot making period that wasn't sustainable.
Oh, okay.
That now he's kind of, I don't want to say regressing, but he's coming back towards the mean, I guess, towards the average. He's a tremendous off-ball scorer who, in my opinion, after Steph Curry, he might be the best off-ball scorer in the game. But on the ball, I think his shot creation is questionable. I think he's better as someone who serves without the ball instead of someone who you ask to initiate offense or create for himself, which is why I think Cam Thomas needs to play. But I think Mikal Bridges can be a great 19-point per game scorer for them efficiently. You just need someone who can actually score with the ball in their hands, which is why I don't think he is. Shout out to Ben Simmons' defense as well, by the way. He was playing great defense against Dallas. Fantastic. So shout out to him.
Hey, that was a crazy shot too.
That shot was ridiculous.
A lot of times, and I'm glad you brought that up, Mars, because a lot of times what we do is, especially in the basketball community, we'll see a guy make a shot and say that a guy is not playing defense. When in reality, the offense was just better. That doesn't mean that this guy didn't play great defense. He had Luka. The pickup point was almost at half court. Luka threw the ball between his legs like 2 or 3 times. Ben Simmons was still in front of him the entire time. Closed out with the right hand, which was closed out with the left hand, which was the right hand. But that's what he was supposed to do. And Luka just hit a tough shot over him. But if you let them tell it, Luka cooking him. That's good defense. It's just stuff that you can't do anything with. And that's one of those things that, he couldn't do nothing with that. Nothing.
Hey, chill. Didn't he he threw it with one hand?
It looked like it.
He threw it with one.
Yeah.
It was one hand.
Domo, you're muted. We can't hear you.
Oh, Domo muted.
Oh, damn. He did a hook shot from 3. I want to say double teamed with the clock running down.
Yeah, like that.
Over his shoulder.
That's just ridiculous. That's why I'm like, Brooklyn's 0-2 record kind of deceiving. Like, they've been in 2 very close battles when it comes to Cleveland and Dallas, and they've lost both. They've played very well. By the way, Amani Bates played already. Wow, that was a surprise. Shout out to him. I didn't expect him to play in the first 3 games of the season. So
they are a little banged up, but
yeah, they are. I mean, Darius Garland's not there, Jarrett Allen's not there. They're missing a lot of pieces. But I didn't expect to see him on the court this early. That was cool to see. So yeah, shout out to him for making his NBA debut already. But yeah, Brooklyn. I didn't think they was going to get much love considering they're like bottom of the East, right? So I thought I'd share some of that.
All right, chill. Talk to us. Who surprised you the most so far?
The Boston Celtics got a gem in this kid, Brissett, coming off the bench. As good as that Boston Celtic rotation is defensively with Tatum, with Brown, with Drew Holiday, which, by the way, I was watching Milwaukee and I was like, where's Drew Holiday? Oh, wait a minute. He don't play for them no more. I kind of got thrown off the track. But they got a gem in this kid, Brissett. Because a lot of people look at when you got teams like the Boston Celtics where you got a lot of firepower offensively, you need guys to do the other stuff. You need energy guys. You need guys to rebound. You need guys to do the dirty work. You need those guys. And I feel like the Celtics got a gem in this guy, Brissett. There's a reason why Pritchard asked to be traded last year, because Pritchard is a baller and he feels like he can contribute. And he has been contributing to this. He has been contributing to the Celtic team. Now he's a rotation guard. He may think that he's a little bit better than that, but on this unit, he's a rotation guard, and he's been really good for them. Shot the ball really well. And this Boston Celtic team has impressed me. Oklahoma City, even though they ran into that Denver squad, because I still, me and Ox are at odds with that. I still feel like I feel like that was just a measuring stick just to see where we were. But that Oklahoma City team, they got a bunch of young athletes. And I really dig that about them. Shea Gildress has still been playing great. Jalen Williams still needs to understand the game a little bit more. I think Chet needs to beef up a little bit more, because when you're playing against the bigger, more physical guys, that's what you're going to see. Up until the point when Joker bowled him in his face, which was inadvertent, by the way. Up until that point, he was playing really well. He wasn't really doing anything bad. He was playing really well. That threw him off the track. But that unit, I like their second unit with Mann and the kid from Kentucky. Kaysen is he actually
has been amazing.
Yes, he has. He's actually been really good. I really like what I'm seeing with this Oklahoma City team. And lastly, Ron, I feel like you know when homegirl come back and she cleaned herself up a little bit and she talked to you and you like
she took a break and focused on herself. Oh,
here she come, and she looked good too, don't she? But you know what could possibly happen? That's where I'm at with New Orleans, because they look like, if this can continue, they're gonna be a problem. Zion is a freight train, a 1 mile freight train with no brakes. That's what he is, 100%. Brandon Ingram can get a bucket against anybody. I think this kid Hawkins coming off the bench, he's giving them some really good minutes. CJ McCollum looks really comfortable in that offense. Valanciunas, the glass cleaner that he is. I just think that this New Orleans team, if they can stay healthy, Zion in particular, they're going to be a problem.
That's another team I haven't watched, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Also, not to dampen anything, what's going on with Memphis?
Man,
I
know Steven Adams in there. I know there's no drama, but
we gonna get to that.
Start ringing alarm bells that maybe this first 25 games without Ja might put them out the playoffs already.
Not me. If we're gonna talk about it, since you brought it up, Mars, I got them on the outside looking in. I have them on the outside looking in. I don't think they're making the playoffs. I don't.
I started that alarm 2-3 months ago.
Yeah, I don't think they're making the playoffs. I don't.
Suspect.
Even
the record
before
about Ja Morant
Steven,
propaganda is just all the way thrown away.
That's almost a third of the season that he's gonna miss.
Even before I knew Steven Adams wasn't healthy, I knew it was going to be rough for Memphis. But as soon as I found out Steven Adams was done, that was a wrap for them.
And not just Steven Adams, Big Ox, your second dirty work guy, and Brandon Clark. He out.
Yep. I was called a madman for saying, when I was pushing the Rockets 40 games narrative, well, who's moving out? I'm like, okay, well, somebody's going to fall just because you're not expecting it. Something's going to happen. Somebody's going to fall. There's going to be one of these teams that just doesn't pan out and it doesn't work. John missing the first third of the season, and then Steven Adams getting hurt, Brandon Clark already not being there. Yeah, buddy, I got people out here pushing this Derrick Rose narrative. I'm saying, when John's next to Rose, this is when this team's gonna be unlocked. All right, bro. I'll have fun fighting for the play. What are we talking about? What are we doing?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if the Rockets win a 40 game playing like this. I gotta see it some more. I need. Let's get into the disappointing teams. I got a lot to say.
We haven't been disappointed.
No. Again, just like you went with, you were more player reliant on the impressed with versus teams. I'm more disappointed in certain players and a certain coach than I am in teams.
Email Udoka. hey, what's the name about it? Hey, so what you saying? You say he a Celtic merchant?
It ain't in, man.
I'm not talking about Ime.
Ime hasn't been bad. Calm down.
You think I'm talking about Ime? Oh no,
Ime hasn't been bad.
He ain't talking about Ime.
No, there's only one coach after 3 games I'm convinced needs to be fired.
All right, let's get into it. You first, Damo. Most disappointing teams. Let's get into it.
Most disappointing team. The only team I'm disappointed in is the goddamn Lakers because that terrorist of a coach, Darvin Ham. I've been waiting 2 hours and 17 minutes to get this off. I genuinely let you sit up here and cook and enjoy the fact that the Kings won that game and bask in the glory of that great performance y'all had. Let me break the reality to you. Y'all did not win. We lost that game because our coach is a terrorist.
Typical Laker shit.
Understand? Yeah, typical Laker. Yes, you're right. The Laker media cartel is here, gang, and I'm here to tell you, y'all played great. Y'all had me shook. I was pissed, but I'm telling you, Y'all did not win that game. The Lakers lost that game. In what dimension do you have Rui, who for the first time this season is hitting his shots and gets hot, and then takes the lead, and lo and behold, we go into a break, and what happens? Darvin sets him down. I've been saying this since I got on this platform that this man is a terrorist, and y'all said I was tripping. Dom is the first year. Dom, this is a first-year coach. Y'all in the Western Conference Finals. When I tell you, I don't lie about watching basketball. I watched the Lakers. I watched them all last year with Russ, without Russ, with Pat Bev, without Pat Bev, with whoever, without whoever. I'm telling you, the man will see somebody playing good when we're on a run, and that nigga's going to sit down every single time. It doesn't matter who. In what world do we get Harrison Barnes on AD, and at no point, and I mean no point, do we go back to Anthony Davis in the post to try to get a kick out for a shot? People told me it's not the coaching that just decided to switch the game plan of how our offense was looking. The coaches didn't decide that. It was the players. Blame LeBron and D'Lo for just deciding out of nowhere in the game after a break, yeah, we're going to run a bunch of ISO ball, drive kicks, and try to hit the guy on the outside instead of going to Anthony Davis on Harrison Barnes. How do you not blame coaching? How do you not blame the coaching? We have one game plan. Hit the paint, foul out Sabonis, go through AD. Anthony Davis had 30 points. It wasn't like he wasn't scoring. We played one way to come back. And then after that, the man hitting shots when you got D'Lo missing, Rui missing, and bum-ass Gabe Vincent missing. You know what, Torian Prince? I'm sorry. You weren't the terrorist. I was deceived. It's Gabe Vincent. Oh, my God. Yo, where is Dub? I need to know what. Lamont might have been right. Eric Spoelstra and fucking Udonis Haslem is getting the most out of undrafted niggas. I don't know who this nigga is, bro.
I told you, y'all was this whole offseason, y'all was hyping up. We got Gabe Vincent. I tried to tell y'all. Me and Chitchat even went back and forth about it a little bit. Y'all hyping Gabe Vincent, the acquisition that Gabe Vincent was going to put y'all over the top? No fucking way, buddy. But look. You telling me that y'all just lost the game? So y'all shouldn't even have been in that game. Torian Prince was out there hitting shit that was incredible. LeBron almost had a 30-point triple-double to even keep y'all in the game. What do you have? What let me hold on. Hold on a second. I know I got
like
that up.
27, 14, and 7 or something like that.
It was I got it right here. It's 27, 15, and 8. And AD had 30 and 16. Y'all shouldn't even have been in the game. Talking about we ain't win. Y'all just lost. Damo, the game was never yours.
The game was ours as soon as Rui hit that three and put us up 91-90. That's when the game was ours. That's when it was our time to take over the game.
Torian Prince, the way he was playing in that first, bro, come on, Damo.
Man, and let me tell you something, Ox. Don't you ever in your life bring up the age of LeBron James and saying if the Lakers want to win, they can't be relying on it. I need everybody to shut the hell up. I don't care if LeBron is 38, 48, or 58. No, I'm not standing on it because the way this team is constructed, contract-wise, the way our books look, that Negro makes the most money on the team. And as far as I'm concerned, this team is still built around that Negro. So for as far as I know, until he can't go no more, that is who we go through any goddamn time. Him and AD, trading buckets, carrying the team. That's what he is. LeBron James still. Until he don't look like LeBron.
If y'all want LeBron to have 30-point triple doubles for y'all to win, he got to do that for 82 games, bro.
I'm not saying I want that. I'm not saying I want that. I'm telling you what has to happen. That's what it's gonna take. And until he can't do that, that's when we steer away from it. Because this team ain't constructed. If our beam-headed, not-headed terrorist of a coach is going to sit there and not play through Christian Wood, who is actually doing work, not let Rui stay on the court when he starts hitting shots, leave niggas on the court that aren't hitting shots and turning the ball over and are cones on defense, you have to have LeBron do that. That's what it's going to take until we fire this coach, hire somebody else with the common sense to not pull guys that are hot during runs that kills momentum for the game and has an actual game plan and adjusts on a game-to-game basis that works. Until we get that, LeBron has to be LeBron. I don't want LeBron to be LeBron. I'm telling you, that's what he has to be.
I don't think you can blame Darvin Ham for Austin Reeves not making open shots. Austin Reeves was supposed to be an All-Star this year. Remember that?
Starting an All-Star game, I had it.
No one said he was going to be an All-Star. I still, matter of fact, let me say this. I didn't. No. I didn't say the nigga was going to be an All-Star. I can't speak for nobody else, Ops. I can't speak for the idiocy. That's not even a word. I'm making up words now. I can't speak for idiotic narratives that people push. I can't. I can only speak for what I said. And from what I told you from day one, I love Reeves, but I don't think he's an all-star. The only way he gets all-stars is if everybody's playing fine and with the first seed and he's the third guy, because that's what typically happens. He's a Cal Korver all-star. That's the only way.
That's what I said. That's what I said, Damo.
I
said
if he's a good third player.
If the Lakers was at the top of the Western Conference and he was averaging 17 a game, I said this dude is an all-star. I said that.
Yo, Damo.
You wasn't the only one. I heard about 3-4 people.
Yes, I did.
And then I heard it from all over the. Yeah. But then again, I'm not gonna hold y'all responsible for the Laker media cartel because that was getting pushed all summer. Austin Reeves is about to be an all-star. Austin Reeves this. Austin Reeves that. It's not Darvin Ham's fault. Austin Reeves. I don't know what it was. Maybe he was shook by that Golden One Center. It happens to the best of them. That Golden One Center ain't nothing to play with. Hey, that Golden One Center ain't nothing to play with,
guys need to be better, and I'm not denying that. Austin Reeves is not shooting well. He's doing, more times than not, he's doing other things good. Last night, he wasn't doing nothing good. I give him that. I still believe in him. I got faith in him, and I know it's a long season, so I'm willing to ride for Austin Reeves. I'm not turning my back on Reeves, so that's just not going to happen over here. I'm going to ride with my guy. That's my guy. But other guys need to do something. And
hey, Damo.
Other guys need to do something. I'm going to blame our coach. There's decisions that happen. There's decisions he make that cause us to get L's. That's what I'm blaming.
Mr. Damo.
Wilson ain't gonna look comfortable right now. Gabe Vincent don't look comfortable.
That nigga don't need to be comfortable. You're playing on the damn Lakers. Don't be comfortable, nigga. We're playing for a chip. You trying to be comfortable out here? It's an uncomfortable situation. You know what I heard? A great man once said, you know what? Elite players and the best players in the world are made from uncomfortable situations. When you uncomfortable, that's when you do your best work. What you trying to be comfortable for, nigga? What you got to be comfortable? A contract? Fuck out of here. Be comfortable at home.
Hey, Mr. Damo. Can I make a proposition for you? I would like to shed some light on the Lakers and maybe pull the blinders from over your eyes and enlighten you. Maybe the Lakers just fucking suck.
Damn.
Easy.
Maybe they are not what we think they are. Maybe they're just not good.
Wow, Ron, that's crazy.
I hate to be the realist. I hate to pinch everybody and wake you up. Maybe they're just not that good. Okay.
Or
they're
Ron,
gonna shut this channel down, Ron. You better be careful.
Ron, I can agree. That could be a possibility. Later down the season, in hindsight, we can just end up saying, you know what? The Lakers were just ass. We just didn't realize it. Or I'll raise you another situation. I'll raise you another thought. Maybe this. Let me pull the wool back from your eyes. Because I've been trying this whole offseason. And apparently it hasn't worked. Maybe, just maybe, they have a terrorist calling the plays and making adjustments. Maybe there's a guy standing on the sidelines with his goddamn hands in his pockets with a damn bump on his head that is making terrible decisions. Maybe that's it. Can we agree that if you are within striking distance of any game, but somehow manage to fuck yourself out that game, is it not possible? Maybe that's coaching. My dad used to tell me growing up when I was playing ball, he said, you know what, son? One thing I'll never do is I'll never get too hard on you if you're out there working your ass off and it's a close game and y'all lose. Because if you constantly losing close games, that might be coaching. When you getting blown out, that's talent. If the Thunder out here getting dusted by 30 by everybody, more teams that's just a talent issue. You can't coach a 30-point differential. But if I'm out here losing 5-point games, 7-point games, 3-point games, 2-point games, blowing momentum after momentum after momentum, maybe that is just a coaching problem. Every game this season we've been down by more than double digits. Every game this season, we have went on a momentum run to get back in the game. In every game this season, the person responsible for the run gets on the bench after we get close or take the lead. That nigga is a terrorist. I will scream it to the top of the heavens all season. 82 games of this narrative being pushed. The nigga is a terrorist. He needs to be fired. Fire him.
Damo, you gonna need some tea. You gonna need
Top
some
of the
tea
heavens
after
is
this,
crazy.
Damo. Hey, Ron, congratulations for just getting the shadow banned.
That's all right. We'll come out with a spin-off.
What's wrong with you, brother?
Hey, Ron, your boy went 20 and 11 yesterday, though, Ron, man. Got the dub.
2011, who?
Trae Young went 20 and 11 yesterday. Got everybody else
Are
involved.
we gonna talk about the Bucks?
Yeah, I never seen that game. I just seen Dame had like no points at halftime or something.
Hey,
Not just him, Mars.
Are you surprised?
It wasn't just him, Mars. They went.
Damo, come on, Damo.
They went.
Hey, Damo, we tried to tell him, Damo.
They went 3 for 22 on the long ball in the first half. 3 for
what?
And what did Dame go?
3 for 22.
How many did Dame shoot?
I think he was 0 for 8.
Oh,
no.
Hey, because
Not 0 for 8. 0 for 4. I think something like that.
Damo had
0 for
short.
4.
Damo had Chucky numbers short.
Yeah, it was bad. It wasn't. The thing that I saw from Trae Young more than anything, and this kid Okongwu benefited the most from all of them, and the reason why he had benefited the most because one, Dame couldn't keep Trae Young in front of him, so all Trae Young was doing was, and I know Mars, I know nobody can really stand for, but here's the difference: there has to be some sort of effort. He couldn't keep him in front of him, and all Trae Young is doing is getting in the middle of the paint and he's throwing the ball to the rim. And
Dame can't guard his own shadow.
That's what I'm saying.
Dame can't stay in front of me.
But he couldn't keep him in front of him, and at least make it difficult. All Trae Young is doing is getting in the middle of the paint and he's throwing the ball to the rim, and Okongwu is just smashing it. That's all he's doing all night long. I think Okongwu. I think he only made one shot away from 2 feet away from the basket. All the rest of his buckets was at the rim because that's all Trae Young was doing. And on top of that, Milwaukee's transition defense last night was horrendous. They got whatever they wanted in transition, whether it was DeJounte Murray, who, by the way, did a damn good job on Damian Lillard. Damn good job pushing him away from the basket, forcing him into tough shots. He did a damn good job on him. But with that being said, Trae still taking Trae shots, but he was also getting people involved. And he was getting people involved where they could score. This Milwaukee team, I'm on record saying it, that Dame and Giannis, they're going to have some time. They're going to need some time to figure this thing out. Because what you saw last night with him going over, I think he went over 8 on the long ball at one point. There's got to be some median. Because that first game is not Dame. And the game that you just saw, that's not him neither. So you're going to see, Damo, you're going to see a lot of 5 for 13 games. You're going to see a lot of 4 for 15 games on the long ball with Damian Lillard. You're not going to see games where he's going 8 for 11 on the regular. No, that's not going to happen.
Chill.
You're also not going to see 2 for 11 on the regular neither.
They got the heat tonight.
More regular than not.
Chill. Was last night, because I know you're saying that they need more time together, which I agree. Every team that pairs with each other, anytime you get a new star or it's your roster gets shuffled around, you obviously need more time together. It's rare that guys just get together and just hit the ground running. But was last night just Dame having a bad game, or was it something that we're going to see in a regular? Because if you ask me, it's an anomaly.
I don't.
I think we all know we can overreact to it as much as we want to. Right. Hey, Damo, in the words of tickets, you can scrunch up your face and make that face if you want to. That was an anomaly last night. Come on, we're talking about Damian Lillard. He's not going to do that for the rest of the season. It's for the rest of the season
in the playoffs. Right, but at what point do we start talking about the fact that being one of the 5 worst defensive guards in the league, replacing maybe the best defensive point guard in the league, hurts the team in some capacity?
That's the biggest suggestion.
But the fact that Damian Lillard can't guard anything might hurt this team.
No, to Mars, to me, that's the biggest adjustment. It's not the offensive end. We're not concerned about Dame on the offensive end. Dame is going to be Dame on offense, and the rest of the guys as well. It's the defensive liability that he is that they have to figure out how Chill says, whether you're hiding them or whether you're protecting them, they got to figure out what they're going to do over there, because obviously Dame's a liability on defense and he can't guard anybody. So how are you guys going to keep a top 5 defense that you were over the last 5 years with Damian Lillard on the floor? Or is that all just out the window?
I think
They can be a regular season defense, but in the playoffs, when they start mismatch hunting Dame, I don't know what they're going to do. Because there's nowhere you can put Dame where he wouldn't be a liability, especially when teams start hunting for him. Because you can't hunt for anyone when they had Drew Holiday, but offensively, Drew Holiday was questionable in the playoff. So it seems like they've just swapped issues. That's what it seems like. They just swapped issues. And I'm not saying it won't work. I want to see how the season unfolds. But with Dame being this bad,
I still got faith in Milwaukee. I think when you got Giannis on your team, you still got Dame, you're gonna win games. But to me, I always thought that if they was gonna win a championship together, I think they can get one. I thought it would be next year because I think they gave up a lot on defense, and I think Dame Lillard is not Drew Holiday, not even the same ballpark defensively. But Drew Holiday did at least give you 20 points in the playoffs. That can offset. You know what I mean? What he might be
very inefficient, which we don't talk about. But
Dame outside the first round, very inefficient. So.
Dame is very inefficient too.
Jay Crowder, he older. His defense ain't as what it used to be. You know what I mean? And then Malik Beasley, they ain't moving me, man. On defense, man, I'm telling you, it's gonna become the vital when you got to play a Celtics team or even a team versus like the Miami Heat can probably still give them problems. Because Miami Heat can probably scheme up against Milwaukee to be able to stop Giannis. Not stop Giannis, but kind of game plan against him.
I mean, Cruiser, with that being said,
Miami's probably better than Milwaukee. Mars said he's not going to call it. He don't. I'm going to do it. I'm here to say what y'all scared to say. All right? This Milwaukee shit is not
get a shadow
ban. This Milwaukee, you already got a shadow ban talking bad on the Lakers. I keep trying to tell you, be careful with that shit. Now, look. Now I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go ahead and say what y'all scared to say. This Milwaukee shit is not gonna work. All the defense is gone. Dame is a Hall of Fame chucker. Okay, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. He talking about out his own mouth said what y'all want to do? Deal with Giannis on the paint or let me make 9 threes. Go ahead and make 9 threes, Dan. We'll live with it. We'll live with it. If they run into Miami at any point in this playoff series, that's the end of the line for them.
Don't they play Miami tonight?
Yeah, they play Miami tonight.
I'm talking.
Yeah, I know you're talking about the playoffs, but
I got Miami tonight too. I got Miami by 11.
Handling Milwaukee.
When are we going to address the fact that Giannis offensively might just never be better than what he is right now?
I told you what Wemby is right now. Giannis can never even be that. Giannis will never get to that point.
And here's the thing, Damo. Like when you say stuff, right? And I said this last year. I think that all of us up here have said some things where I just watched Mars apologize about Jabari Smith because he was like, wait a minute, you know what? I gotta backtrack that. I did the same thing with Giannis. I'm out here like, yo, Giannis is a better offensive player than Joker. And then I'm actually looking at Joker and I'm like, wait a minute. I got to take that back.
It's crazy.
It was
a wild time mid-season. It was a wild time.
It was in the middle of the season. I was like, wait a minute. I got to take that back.
You had did like 3 shows before that, Chill. You was tired.
Like you said that last season.
I was like,
it was a wild time.
Giannis was rolling. He was averaging something crazy. And I'm thinking, I think he might be the best offensive player in the game, better than Joker. And then I started watching Joker more. And I'm thinking to myself, nah. That's not true.
Man,
I gotta take that back.
Hit like 3 PRAs for
you
in a row.
And it wasn't even the PRAs.
Turns his brain off and he can shoot.
And he was knocking down the mid. Not only knocking down the mid range, how he was getting Drew and how he was getting Middleton, how he was getting shots for Bobby Portis, how he was getting shots for himself. Not just getting shots for himself, how he was in transition, how he was handling the basketball. I'm thinking this still might be the best offensive player in the game, and it happens. It happens. We see stuff, and then eventually we go, wait a minute, I was wrong about that. So when I watched Joker, and when I watched them run that offense through Joker, and how Joker handled the basketball, how Joker was with the whole crew, and I'm like, no, I was wrong on that. That is just not true. He is not a better offensive player than him. Let's kill that right now. Kill it.
Giannis will never be the offensive player that Chet Holmgren is right now. Like, he's just,
Yo, what does that
he's just
mean?
not.
Wow.
Yeah,
Exactly.
He'll never be as skilled.
Bagless. He ain't got no bag. That's what it means.
Have you
What
seen
is
Chet
that?
Holmgren play basketball?
What does bag have to do with anything?
Oh, I wasn't talking about.
I know
bag. I'm
dudes.
just
I know
saying
dudes with
ability.
deep bags. I'm talking about. I'm talking about. Hey, I know dudes with bags that they won't even let on the airport because it's or on an airplane because it's too big. You can't even check them in.
I'm not talking about bags.
What
I'm
that
not
got to do with
talking about
anything?
bags.
What are we talking about?
What do you mean?
Abilities on the offensive end.
I don't think a bag is
That's just what
necessary.
a bag is. The ability to do things on the offensive end.
I thought a bag was the variety of like moves and a plethora of
Yeah,
of
the
ways
ability to
you
do
went about-
things on
No.
offense.
And that's what I mean when I say I'm not talking about a bag necessarily. I'm not saying Chet just has a multitude of, well, even though he does. Well, actually, that is what I'm saying. The multitude of ways. All right, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Chet's offensive bag. I'm sorry. Yeah, Mars talked me into it. Saying it out loud. Yeah, Mars. Chet's offensive bag is better than Giannis ever.
What
Most people's
avail,
offensive
Damo?
bag is better than Giannis.
That's
Most
what I'm
people's
saying.
is,
So
but that
what
doesn't-
avail?
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
So is Giannis just a guy who just puts his head down and goes to the basket? Like he don't do nothing else?
Yes. That's how he got.
Giannis is a very good passer.
That's what I'm saying. Like he doesn't pass, he doesn't play make for other people. Like that.
Like,
That's
he
all he
knows
does.
that.
He
But
just put his head down and go to the basket.
when
That's
it comes to his scoring in the half court, yeah, it's pretty much head down, get to the rim.
And I'm not thinking about that, Mars. I'm thinking about him as an overall offensive player. He averages I think he averages over 6 assists a game. Over 6.
He's a fullback. He's a fullback, Chitchat.
Even if that's true, I still got to be able to pass. Even if that's true, I still got to get to the bucket, beating up on big men, making opportunities for other people on my team. As a playmaker, offensively, as a passer, offensively, it's
You're
not just
absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Maybe saying his offense as a whole, that was a bad point. His ability to score the basketball is what I'm talking about then.
That's how he got hurt. That's how he got
The
hurt.
nigga averaged 30 points last year. What are we talking about his offensive bag?
I didn't say it's bad. That's not what I said. Those words never came out my mouth. I never said he was a bad offensive player, did I? I never said he was a bad scorer. I just said there are guys at his position or bigger that are way better scorers. Better,
not
maybe
as
not
productive.
just better.
So what are we in it for? Like,
any guy that gets the ball as much as him, that's that size, they're better and more productive.
My thing is, what are we in it for? Because he's efficient.
Hold on.
He commands a double, sometimes even triple team.
No one said he's bad or not. No one's saying that. No one's arguing against
He's
that.
at worst an average passer.
He's a good passer.
My thing is, I'm like, Giannis produces on the offensive end.
Ron, two things can be
Ron,
Ron, it's not so much about
let me
Giannis,
talk
it's
about
about the whole
typical
team.
top 10 players in the NBA. We talk about the typical. I'm not here to debate, is Devin Booker top 10, whatever. The typical top 10 guys, whether or not there's 12 guys who are in that conversation, cool.
Let's just say Devin Booker, for example.
Sure. Giannis is in the bottom half of those guys, right? Offensively.
Right.
Or would you say he's in the top half?
I
So overall, as an offensive player or as a scorer?
Yes, as an offense, as both. Scoring, I think everyone would agree he's in the bottom half. But as an offensive player, he's in the bottom half of the top 10 guys in the NBA, right?
He's not a better offensive player than Joker. He's not a better offensive player than Luka. He's not a better offensive player than Curry. He's not a better offensive player than Joel Embiid. He's not a better offensive player than
Stephen Curry.
I said Curry.
Jason Tatum,
I said
Kevin
Curry,
Durant.
Jason Curry.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry, Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant.
Devin Booker.
That's where, and now again, like Maul said, we're in the bottom. We're in the bottom of the top 10. That's where he is in terms of being an offensive player.
Yeah, but sure, Devin Booker would be better than Giannis offensively. The guys who you would say Giannis is better than offensively, Jimmy Butler and AD. Of the top 10 guys, that's it.
Yeah, but we also got to realize Giannis really exploits when it's in transition or secondary.
That's when he's at his best.
That's part of offense.
All right, but listen, Ron, listen. I'm not saying it's not, but so listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. When you got a really good defense, it's easier to get out in transition. It's easier to get secondary fast breaks. Am I lying, Ron?
He is the defense. The really good defense you're talking about, he contributes to that.
You can. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about as a basketball.
I get it, but I'm saying some of it is him. Like when he gets a steal, he's going on the fact. When he gets a block, when he gets a defensive rebound, he's running.
You're not trying to hear. You're clearly not trying.
No,
to hear.
I'm saying.
Trying to argue something.
But I'm not trying to argue. I'm saying he's part of the defense.
Okay, so let me get my shit off. What I'm saying is when the defense was top tier, like it was, because it's not there anymore. The defense has came down a couple notches. With no Drew Holiday, no Grayson Allen.
Oh, you mean as a unit? You mean as a unit?
Okay. As a whole unit, and that's why I said this. To me, this isn't about the Giannis conversation. I don't care about Giannis' bag and all that. I'm talking about the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm not talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo. But in order for him to lead the offense the way he was able to, it happens more so in transition and secondary breaks. They're not getting that like they were with Drew Holiday. So in order for that, now it's like, okay, now we got to score more in the half court. So now, Dame, I can't have you. I can't have you going on tour dates because now Giannis has to score in the half court, and so that's gonna slow this whole team down. It's not the same. It's not the same Bucks anymore.
So are we never ever gonna talk about Drew Holiday's tour dates and how they had to play around those?
But we talked about that. We talked about
no. We talked about his offensive tour dates. Can we talk about defensive tour dates too? Hey, if I were just to throw some numbers out there, would you guys be able to put a correlation together? Hold on, because you're laughing. Wait. Just let me give you some numbers. Does 35 resonate with anything? 25.
We know you were talking about Jimmy Butler. We know
30.
Yeah, we know.
56.
So what is Jimmy gonna do?
42.
What is Jimmy gonna do?
42. Dame's not gonna guard him. Dame's not gonna guard him.
Are we going to ignore the reason that happens being Mike Budenholzer and the fact he left Drew Holiday in single coverage?
Which, by the way, I'm glad you brought that. I'm glad you brought that up, Mars, because if you saw the Miami Boston game, it was made clear. We're not leaving you on the island with Jimmy Butler. We're not doing that. We're not going to let you do that. What they did
sounds like a tour date to me. I don't know whether. It sounds like a tour date to me. Drew Holiday is the Thanos of a defender. He's a world-changing, world-renowned, heavenly defender. So I don't know. It just sounds like a tour date to me.
Don't take this shit serious. Ryan is clearly trolling.
I'm not trolling. He got ripped to shreds. He got ripped to shreds on defense and was bad offensively too. It sounded like tour dates to me. But Dame don't show up offensively. It's a tour date. Drew don't show up defensively. It's not a tour date. So Drew don't show up offensively either. It's absolutely not a tour date. It was he still had a good run.
So Ron, was Drew Holiday playing bad defense or was Jimmy Butler just cooking?
Or both.
It was a bit of both. It was a bit of both.
How was Drew Holiday playing bad defense? What was he doing?
I'm saying he whether Drew Holiday was playing good defense or bad defense, his job is to stop. Your job on defense is to stop the offense from scoring, right?
No,
Drew did not do that.
It's to make the offense work. You can't stop the offense from scoring.
It didn't look like he was working. It looked like he was working.
Come on,
okay. It didn't look like he was struggling. Not one.
You weren't playing defense.
Ron, you got to do better than this.
Good defense gets cooked by better offense is better than better defense good offense is better than good defense every day of the week. Every day of the week.
Like Jimmy Butler against Drew.
I might have misremembered the series, but Drew Holiday was playing defense.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was doing everything to keep the ball away from him. Yeah, he was
like Luka Doncic just cooked the Brooklyn Nets. I promise you they were playing defense.
Yes, he was.
Ron mad they were holding Dame accountable.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I'm holding Drew to the same accountability level that you guys are holding Dame to. The same accountability level. Because Drew's job on defense is not to let Jimmy Butler get 56. And if I would have told you guys this beforehand, you guys would say that Drew, before the series, if I would have been like, Dame's going for 35. 56, 42, and you guys will probably be like, okay, Drew Holiday got injured, or Drew's not guarding him, or this, and this. The fact that he did that on Drew Holiday, he has to be held accountable. I don't care if Jimmy was playing out of his mind, which he was. Drew Holiday has to be held accountable. The same way. If Damian Lillard goes 0 for 8 from 3 and finishes the game with 12 points, the same way you guys are going to hold him accountable if he does that throughout the whole playoff series. You're going to, no matter what.
This is crazy. This is crazy. Ron, you're acting like after that didn't happen, we all didn't sit up here and grill Drew for getting cooked. And then also acknowledging like he's getting left on the island. Mike Budenholzer kind of fucked him over. But we all sat here and was like, yo, Jimmy dogged him. Yo, Jimmy made you look bad. Yo, Jimmy punked him. We all held him to that standard. It is blowing me that now that we're talking about Damian Lillard, we're going to reach all the way back and make it seem like we didn't sit on this show and do that. That's crazy. What does that have to do with the fact that this nigga is just chucking shots? What is Drew Holiday's defense in the playoffs last season got to do with the fact that in the third game of this season, currently, this nigga Dame is just shooting whatever the fuck he want to shoot? There's no correlation. We're just caping.
Dame had an amazing first. He had an amazing first game, and he had a bad third game.
I said that. He had 17 free throws. That shit looked good.
That's good offense.
That shit was
That's
not
good
good.
offense.
And this
getting to the line and making 17 free throws out of 17 free throws is a good offensive night.
And
that is a great offensive night.
76 threes. I'm not trying to hear it. This shit is not sustainable. Like I said, if you genuinely
the same way Drew wasn't sustainable
either. 9
either.
threes, A-game, hit 9 threes, please.
And
I'm
Ron,
with Ox. Shoot not. Please try to hit 9 threes. I'll live with that, especially if we're talking about competitive basketball.
Not only will I live with it, Damo.
Not Stephen Curry. Come on, bro.
Damo, not only will I live with it, I'm praying for it. Please.
That's the game plan. Make 9 threes. That's my game plan.
And Ron, you leaving out the fact that when you are a defender, one of the main reasons why you are a good defender, because you got other people to help you be a good defender. Just like when you're a good shooter, you have other people to help you be a good shooter. I can't have Damian Lillard shooting the basketball with 2 and 3 people hanging on him. So what am I going to do? I'm going to run sets for him. I'm going to get him wide open looks where he can get going. Well, the same logic goes for a defensive player in Drew Holiday. If you got a guy cooking, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to leave him over there and let the guy that's cooking him keep cooking him. How about we get over there and we help him? How about that for an idea, Ron?
And that is true. A lot of that was coaching. The rest of it, Drew Holiday.
Or just Jimmy Butler.
How about that, bro? How about that, Mars? Just Jimmy Butler who got it going. Because it wasn't like Drew was just letting him score. It wasn't like he wasn't trying to stop him.
Like if you watch Drew Holiday, like he's there. Jimmy Butler's just scoring. Like
right, it wasn't like Drew was just letting him score.
I mean, but that's
so Drew.
Right, but that's still on Drew. It's still on Drew.
It is.
No matter what, because but as a defender, that's the risk. But I'm not saying he played bad defense. What I'm saying is, as a defender, that's part of the business.
I said he had tour days.
I know. What I'm saying is that's part of the business. When you're a defender, you got to accept that when somebody put 40 on me, when somebody put 35 plus on me, that's on me. I got to accept it, and I think Drew Holiday has no problem accepting it. Big deal. That's what happened. It was on Drew. That doesn't take away from the fact, like Damo just said, that they replaced a top 5 defender with a certified chucker.
That's actually the point I'm making. That's actually the point that I'm making, though.
Hey,
is that I'm saying, looking back into that series, I don't think Dame can be any worse than what Drew was. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Ron.
So who guards Jimmy Butler in that series?
If Dame's there,
yeah,
Chris Middleton.
Oh, God. He's destroying him too.
Chris Middleton.
Jay Crowder.
He's Jay Crowder. He's destroying him too.
Okay. Hey, Ron.
What's up?
A missed shot can be the difference between us coming on here the next day saying you got cooked or you locked somebody up.
Yeah, it was good defense.
What's the name was there the whole time? What's the name just making shots? But if he was missing those shots, we'd have said Jimmy
Drew had him locked up. Drew had him locked up.
Yeah, that's basketball. That's why it's such a beautiful sport.
The way Jimmy Butler
was playing bad defense on KD in 2021. Like, no, BJ Tucker played great defense. KD was just cooking him. And no one's arguing about how great Jimmy Butler played. But Drew Holiday isn't playing great defense. Like, he's there every time.
The way Jimmy Butler played in that series, he's scorching. Unless you get some help over there, he's scorching every last one of them dudes one-on-one. The way he played in that series.
That Jimmy Butler right there, the only 2 people that probably could have slowed down that Jimmy Butler is prime Kawhi Leonard and prime Scottie Pippen. Other than that, I don't know who could have done something with that Jimmy Butler.
I agree. He was getting called the top 5 player in the world. So
that was going on. Now,
For
100%
whatever
was
reason,
going
yeah.
on.
I don't know why people were doing that, but it's fine.
All right, though, fellas, we only got a few minutes left, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna dive into these super chats. Appreciate everybody that has super chatted. If you've been here this whole time, you haven't liked the video, shame on you. Go ahead and hit that like button. If you just got here, go ahead and hit that like button. That's your entry fee. All right, so I'm gonna dive into the first one from Daniel Mason. He said, "Question for the whole panel: Is Tyrese Maxey an All-Star this year?"
No.
If the
I don't-
Sixers are like a first or second seed, yeah.
I don't think he goes in front of Halliburton. Who is in the Eastern Conference that's at the guard spot? So
You got Donovan Mitchell. I think
he doesn't go ahead of him.
Jaylen Brown's still listed as a guard for whatever
Yep,
reason.
Jaylen Brown. He doesn't go ahead of him.
You got Cade,
I don't think he goes. I
maybe,
don't think he goes ahead of Trey.
LaMelo, Trey,
Yep.
Darius Garland, Zach LaVine,
It's tricky.
Jalen Brunson.
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Mhm. It's going to be tricky for him to get on that All-Star squad.
Yeah.
I will say I'm happy to see what Tyrese Maxey is doing right now. He's doing everything that I expected him to do.
That boy get
He's
downhill, man.
Tyrese Maxey just got game.
Hey, can we give hold on before we go, man? Hey, can we give Embiid his props, man, the last two games?
No, hell no.
chill.
No. Them 15 boards you saw last night, them
Yeah.
15 rebounds you saw last night. He did the same thing last year when he put 59 on Lauri Markkanen. He did the same thing. And where was his buckets? In the mid post and at the rim. That's where it was. Then what's going to happen, Ox, is this dude is going to get behind the long ball line again. He's going to get out on the perimeter again, and he's going to start throwing the ball between his legs instead of going to where his butter is bread. That's what's going to happen. So no, he should be a 12 rebound a game. He should be 12 rebounds on a Tuesday. On a Tuesday, he should be 12 rebounds.
Hey, so you out on him, Chill?
I'm out on Philly, yes, because of him.
MB. Because
of him.
Okay.
Yep.
You sound like your cousin, boy.
Bald Assassin 901 said, "I'm definitely worried about the Grizzlies. I've been saying this about Triple J for the last 2 years. He's very inconsistent, and his lack of rebounding bothers me."
I think he had 5 rebounds against Washington. No offensive rebounds, 0. And I think he had 4 fouls? Because we already know how foul prone he is. So
Keeping it pushing. D Bell said, "Shout out to the panel. They definitely need a defensive guard to help game on defense."
Steph had Clay.
They got a defense player of the year on their roster. That'll be all right.
Winter with the super chat said, "Chill. Did you see Triple J against the Wizards? Also, panel thoughts on the Heat. Chill. I agree with you. I agree with on what you said about the Heat."
I don't remember what I said about them. I said a lot of things about the Heat.
I haven't watched the Wizards game yet. I'm gonna try to watch them. I think their next game is probably one I'm gonna try and watch.
G7 Mambo with the super chat said, "Chill. Did you see the Pels versus Knicks game? Herb Jones is the future defensive player of the year for sure."
Bruce Bowen 2.0.
How's Julius Randle look?
Hey, Mars, it's interesting. He leads them in rebounds and assists. On shooting the basketball, on the other hand, not so much.
He ain't got that 3-ball corner pocket like
not so much. Terrible. Not so much.
DR or Doctor said, "Mike Malone's rotations have been looking a lot better this season. The Nuggets bench unit is moving me. Peyton Watson is a dog. He blocks everything."
The rotations haven't changed. The bench is just very good. Like he's still running Jamal Murray and a bunch of bench players, but
however,
playing.
I do understand watching the Oklahoma City game. I could see why Mike Malone in the playoffs, Reggie Jackson. There's some situations where he could be unplayable because he does do things that can. He has turnovers where the team can just basically go right in the tank because of it. So I can see that. Yeah,
I don't think he's going to play in the playoffs again this year, to be honest.
Yeah, I can see it.
He's going to shorten that rotation. He's going to be the one who misses out.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Malone will go 6 deep this year.
Reggie Reds with the super chat said, "Ticket is right about AD. A narrative growing legs in bronze-sexual communities right now is that AD is intentionally blowing LeBron's chance at a ring."
Why they got to be about LeBron? What about the Lakers?
What is AD done these past 3 games that show that he's trying to blow games?
Think about that,
He
right?
didn't score in the second half of the first game, and he wasn't able to stop Jokic. That's literally all AD's done.
Who wasn't he able to stop, Damo?
The best player in the NBA.
Hey, bro. Listen.
Nah, if you're that guy, you stop him, man.
Hey,
I guess nobody in the league is that guy because no one can stop him. There's nobody to stop him. So.
hey man,
Just wait till he plays Houston.
I swear to you, if Sengun stops him, I'm the league is cooked. My 40 wins for the Rockets propaganda will be pushed tremendously if Sengun stops him.
Just wait.
To Quay White, adding on to what you guys just said, he said, was AD not an MVP or Defensive Player of the Year leader before he got hurt last year? 27, 12, 3, 1 steal, and 2 blocks on 56% field goal shooting and 83% from the free throw line. Sounds like MVP numbers to me.
Hey man, listen, man. Hey, Anthony Davis, man, is always going to be. Anthony Davis is who he is. Like Damo said, like, listen, man. When we come up here, it's all fun and games. Okay, it's fun, it's good content. We give our opinion on things, but sometimes the expectations we have for these players is sometimes unreal, and it's really us, not them. We expect them to do something that they might not be able to do. They might look. How many people we see on? Forget NBA. Go around the world. You can go to a regular park, and when we was in high school, we seen guys. Hey man, this boy got a lot of talent. You know what I mean? But it might not translate to what we think it might be. Is he a failure? No, he might not be what we think he is, and that's okay. It's really our problem, not theirs.
Thank you, Cruiser. I've been trying to say that. Thank you. Maybe now that you said it, people might actually start listening. Who knows? So, thank you.
Let's debate basketball. With the super chat said, why Ticket never criticizes Cat, but he always criticizes AD? Laughing my ass off.
You know why?
He wanted to trade AD for Cat, as a matter of fact.
It's because Cat's Dominican and Ticket's Dominican at heart. That's why.
That's a fact. Too many of the thick things been talking about Cat in his ear. That's really what it is.
Facts.
We got a super chat from Dwight Wood. He said Skeet's ceiling is Fred VanVleet.
No, I think he's better than that. No, I think he's better than that. I do. I don't think that's true.
I believe in Skeet, man.
I think it's ceiling.
I do too.
Big Row with the super chat said, Hornets fan here. Initially, I wanted Scoop, but Brandon has impressed me. His game is smooth. His athleticism has been impressive as well.
You're part of the problem.
What's the problem?
Niggas really was sitting there expecting this nigga Scoop to play next to LaMelo Ball. Get the fuck out of here. You're part of the problem. Like, what are we talking about?
I have liked Brandon Miller. I like the way he's been playing without the ball, shooting, cutting, and yeah, very, very good athlete, which a lot of people slept on.
Sneaky athlete. Listen, man, the baby PG comparison, low key might be hitting. I ain't gonna lie.
Uh-oh.
Baby PG.
Joel Horacha with the super chat said, Wemby is big for nothing on offense. I watched this dude try to do a Kyrie type of layup over Westbrook, missed it, but got bailed out by the refs. Shaking my head.
That's what everyone loves about Wemby, his guard skills. So when he does the guard type stuff, that's what they're infatuated with. Doesn't matter that instead of just dunking over 6'3" Westbrook, he's trying to do jelly layups.
Hey, Ron.
But that's what everyone's fell in love with in the first place. So don't start hating on it now.
What's
Hey,
up?
Ron,
What's up?
Let me say something to TC. TC, hey, it's nothing wrong with expectations. I think we all need expectations. Expectations is part of life. If you want something, you expect to try to achieve that. But that still don't discount the fact that we, as a people, put expectations on players, whether they think it or not. We just because the guy's a number 1 draft pick, like Kwame Brown said, everybody thought he was. He ain't even think he was gonna get there. He can't accept the fact that they picked him there. In his brain, he's just happy to get to the NBA. But we think, oh, he's a number 1 draft pick, so he need to be Hakeem Olajuwon. And when they don't exceed our expectations in our brain, we criticize them and kill them. That's not on them. That's on us. Put expectations on these players all you want to. That still don't discount the fact that those are your expectations for him. And when he don't meet your expectations, you kill him. That don't make no sense. That's in your brain, not his.
No, the problem, I agree with you, Cruiser. That should be how people do it. People don't do it that way. They go by the expectations of what Mark Smith Steinberg says during the draft process. So they show the draft report scouter shit, and it shows you a video of him playing good basketball, and he's like, "Yep, Buddy is expected to be the next Hakeem Olajuwon." You've never seen him play, but you've heard Jimmy Bob Jackass up here say, "Oh, this guy's supposed to be the next Hakeem. Bet I think he's the next Hakeem." People never seen Wemby play a day in their life, but now they want to say his expectations is whatever. Chris Bouchard telling people if he's not Hakeem, if he's Hakeem
nuts.
or Anthony Davis, he's a bust, and that's the expectations that people go with. So more people need to watch players and set their own expectations. I've been saying this since this offseason.
People never seen Wemby a day in their life, and a surprise he plays on the perimeter. Like
watch these guys play, and you wouldn't. And
all you have to do is watch Wemby play. Watch Wemby play 3 games. You would have seen he's a perimeter player. He's just 7'4". He's not an interior big.
There is no reason why other people's expectations are the expectations you set. That is insane to me.
All
right, y'all. All right, for sure. We'll catch you later, Chill. Last super chat of the day from Winner. He said, it's actually directed towards you, Chill. He said, you said that the Heat is the type of team to get kicked out of the first round or make it to the finals. And if they beat the Bucks or the Celtics, it's a conversation that needs to be had.
Yeah, I did say that's what kind of unit that they have. They got that kind of unit that, especially with Jimmy Butler, they could just get hot. I mean, I ain't backing off that. They are that type of team. They can get bounced in round 1, or they could end up right back in the finals. So,
all right, fellas, y'all know the drill. We'll be back at the same time tomorrow with the same cast, more or less, and we're gonna get into what happened tonight and whatever else is the hot topics of the day or the week.
Later.
Who's playing tonight?
Oh, the biggest matchup is tonight, man. I don't know if y'all
Miami and
been paying attention.
Now we don't care about that game. We don't care
Detroit and OKC play tonight, baby. LA plays the Magic.
That's the game I'm gonna be watching.
No, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if James and AD sat tonight.
Hey, Damo,
that would not surprise me.
Y'all play the Magic tonight, Damo?
Yeah,
we sure
in Los Angeles.
Oh, y'all got a back-to-back. LeBron ain't playing tonight.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if James or AD.
Oh yeah, of course.
I
don't think Steph Curry and those guys are going to be playing tonight against New Orleans either. They go back to back.
So well, I'm trying to see Detroit and OKC.
Hey,
for real. That's the matchup I'm
Hey,
trying to see.